What up? It's Chillmonger. It's Darius. Planet Fanatics. In the afternoon. Woke up, 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 up. How you doing? Hey, say that again? I don't hear you.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm muted. I'm good. I'm all right, I guess.
Loving life. I am.
Yeah.
Hey, remember last time when we were streaming with each other and you said something like, "Dude had a long filmography," and I'm like, "Pause." Like, remember that?
I do.
All right. Reminds me of this. I saw a little Instagram skit, and I'm like, "Oh, that was us."
Oh, I meant to ask you. Bad Boys came out
Yeah,
today.
I seen the preview for that.
Trying to hit the movie 8 o'clock. I seen one that started.
What you mean hit the movie? Like hit the movie with who? With me?
With you, yeah. The movie started. It started at 8.
Come on,
I'm
man.
trying to see if you want to slide.
Like that, man. Two dudes should not be going to the movies, man. That's sus. Come on, man.
Am I right?
Taking forever.
What's wrong here?
What are you doing? Why are you sitting in the back seat? You think I'm about to ride in the front? Come on, man. Come on, man. You moving? You think I'm about to ride in the front seat? 2 men in the car. You driving, me in the passenger. You think I'm passenger princess? Come on, man. That's sus work, bro.
Bro,
That's
let's
sus
get
work.
out. Let's get out, bro. I go by myself, man.
Hey. I was wondering if you had Pop's number. Can you check your phone and give it to me?
Oh yeah. It's 815.
You know Pop's number by heart?
Yeah, I know about her.
So you know another man's number by heart? That's sus.
What?
I can't even understand how you did that. I don't even like men's numbers in my brain. I ain't got time for it.
That was us the other day.
Those people are always weird to me.
You got a problem with the content creator Darius Jarville, or you mean the character he was playing?
The character.
Yeah.
Yeah, those people are strange. Yeah, those people are strange. The ones that deflect, that are not deflect. That's not the correct word. The ones that
Insert.
where everything is sus, I guess, to them.
Yeah, because like, how much of it is on your mind then? Like, no one was thinking about. You could be talking about, the food and nuts, and you're talking about nuts. Oh, you can't say that. Like, all right, we're talking about the nuts. We can do it without getting there.
Yeah, those people are strange. Strange.
But Star Wars, it's not strange, and it's the lead topic here. Rian Johnson, Sean Levy has some noise and news to talk about. We can even go to the comic book world, and I should probably start there before I forget. But Star Wars is going to dominate this. Not that we don't have other things to chat about. It's been a long week. Star Wars is what I want to start at. And this recently, I'll keep it on Instagram, this recently came out. Torrin Clark is going to be doing a Black History Month variant cover. You got to collect the issues of Star Wars number 10 and then Jar Jar issue number 1 to get this connecting variant cover to have all 10 of the black characters with speaking roles in Star Wars in a picture. So that's cool. And I definitely put that one on my pull list. You already know.
Who are these in characters?
Who are they? Let's look back at it. Pause. Look back at it. What do you mean? So this is John Boyega, Finn. Her, I don't remember her name, but she was in Rise of Skywalker.
Oh.
Who's the Darksaber? Moff Gideon. Okay. Grief Karga. We know him. Recently just passed away. The actor passed away. Who's that?
Hold on. I got something else. Hold on. Sorry. My camera looks weird, so I was trying to. But anyway.
In the
Who are
green.
you pointing to? My-
Is he from a video game, maybe?
No fucking clue who that is. That's why I was like, who are these 10 characters with speaking roles that are black? No fucking clue who that is.
Well, all of them are minor except for well, you know what? They're not all minor because I think what's his name right here, dude? Colt 45. What's his name? Like
Lando Calrissian.
there we go, Lando Calrissian. I know he was a supporting character. He was probably number 4 on the cast, or 5 actually if you count Vader. So, but because of like how popular Star Wars is, even being a supporting cast member kind of makes you major. So I can make that leap for Lando Calrissian. I can say he's not.
Yeah, for Lando. Lando's about the only one on there on that page
Okay,
that
let's
you
go
were
to this
just
one.
on.
Now we got Forrest Whitaker's character, from Andorran. What was his name?
Not from from Onderon. Oh, I thought you were trying to say from Andor. I was about to say hell no. He and his sister. That why I don't know why I'm blanking. on-
Chat. Why are you here, chat? London. What's up? Help us out. What's the name of his
I
character?
don't want anyone to say it. Damn it! I know what it is.
I'll know it if I see it on a multiple choice, but I forget.
My mind is just blanking right now.
His character. And now the one down here with the lightsaber, I think she was Cal Kestis's trainer or one of the escapees from Order 66 to the video game.
Yeah. Forget her name too.
Hmm.
Video game character.
That looks like Ahmed Best, and he was saving Grogu.
That's him. That's him.
I bet he barely cuts. He makes the cut really like a lot of these Black History Months. I know they try to think like they're doing a big deal because they've got like all 12 characters, but like when we look at these 12 characters, they're not all Mace Windu. Now Mace Windu is a quality character. He was in the cabinet he was on the council. He's a big deal. You know what I mean? Next to him is someone I don't know. Maybe she was from Acolyte, and maybe she was from Acolyte 2 on the right. No, Reva. Which one's Reva?
I didn't even see her.
Somebody had Reva in like.
Is there a third page?
No, that was it. That's all of them there.
Yeah, no, I didn't even. Unless that's. Oh no, that's Moff Gideon. Nope, don't see her.
Could be like a High Republic character in here, but it's kind of weird. The artist, I guess, gets to choose, and Torrin Clark did not want to choose somebody from the Acolyte show.
Well, he chose people from the High Republic.
He chose High Republic.
Look like the two on the end because I have no fucking clue who they are.
It is what it is. Maybe he was asked to, right? The comic books are using those characters, but it is what it is. Hello to all who are in the building. We're doing well, and we're talking Star Wars
His
today.
name. I'm still blanking on that fucking name.
If I put Rogue One cast, I'm sure it'll pop up. Rogue One cast. Oh, yeah. Okay, do you want me to give you the initials?
What's the first letter?
S. You'll get it.
Damn, why am I not though? That is really like crazy because and say his name. What is his fucking name?
If I gave you his sister's name, would that help?
His sister's name's on the tip of my tongue too, but I can't even remember it. What is his sister's?
Sister. Her name was Stila.
Yeah, Stila. I'm like running through scenes where his name has been said, but when I get to his name, there's just a blank.
I'll tell you how long. It's a 1-syllable first name.
Every time. Okay, let me see. I'm running through scenes.
You'll get it now. And then you'll get the last name when you say the first.
Saw Gerrera.
There it is.
Jesus. I don't know why that was blanking like that.
Saw Gerrera is part of the artwork for that comic book. So pre-order the issues and ask for the Black History Month variant, and your shop will order that. Star Wars issue 10, Jar Jar issue 1. Check it out.
Jar Jar issue 1.
Yeah,
right.
That's Jar Jar issue 1. They got plans.
How did?
So next thing I'm gonna tell you is that Star Wars had a secret scene that people didn't catch until just recently. Revenge of the Sith.
scene where Vader versus Luke, and Luke's like, "You won't fight me. I can sense the peace in you, Father."
Wrong page.
How did they miss this in Star Wars?
Yeah.
All right, Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. We're at 1 hour, 58 minutes, and 57 seconds. We're in the emotional scene where
You don't remember
Obi
this
versus
frame.
Anakin, and they're floating above the lava, and it's just amazing.
Yeah.
But we found something, and it's a really hard pause, so you got to bear with me. It's just before he jumps, so you got to bear with me. It's the amazing one frame. Ready? Yeah.
Are you talking about where the guy is in there?
This,
Yeah,
a
we all
full
know.
dude disappears out of nowhere. For
Yeah, we
one
all-
frame, a full dude's face just appears.
You knew about that guy?
Yeah.
Oh, that was news to me.
No. Yeah, no. Yeah, he was spotted a while ago.
But like, did he get a backstory? Did they explain it? He was a Sith.
I don't think Lucasfilm ever.
He used to live on Mustafar. That's why he died. But his remnants are still there. The shadows of that man. They give him a name. They give him an action figure. You know how they do.
No. They were just like, oh fuck, hope no more people notice that.
That's funny. I would have done that. But like, who cares? I mean, who cares who works there? Because we made Admiral Akbar a superstar. They clearly didn't care about Admiral Akbar and what happened in episode 8, right?
I don't even remember his death in episode 8. I know we like to joke about it, but I really do retcon those from memory. I remember key things that happened from like the sequel trilogy, but like I don't remember a lot of it.
You should not remember it. It's Star Wars. So the way that he died was that Leia was in the foreground and the ship blew up, and Akbar was just one of the many people inside.
Oh yeah, that's when she like got sucked out into space and Supermaned her way back into space, because that's how space works in Star Wars.
Always,
yeah. I remember.
Ryan Johnson. So is Chill on the Jedi side and Darius on the dark side since you have the colors? That's unintentional. Yeah, like a green lightsaber, you got a red lightsaber.
Oh, are you talking about my hoodie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my shit's too bright. I need like the lighting fucked with.
I think Lawrence might be watching us intoxicated. Who's thinking that? Yes, it's time, Dan the man. Yes, it's time, Andre. What's up? Hey, hello, Pam. The man was on the wheels. Oh, yeah, there you go. He was up the wheels. He was keeping track of metachlorians and was about to toes with the limbs. That's what that, yep. Did Darius and Killmonger see Nate and Kevin comment I made? I have important video I got at Star Ceremony to share from Reese. What does he mean?
She was at the Hollywood ceremony for Chad.
Yeah.
I guess Nate Moore and Kevin Feige were both there. They've got video of them. They said they seemed uninterested or something like that. They weren't. I don't know. They said they got video of them.
Yeah, I mean, you can look uninterested in one little video. I'm not gonna label them as look. They didn't even care. They were there the whole time. And could you believe that they yawned when Simone said the word Chad? You know, like I can't do that.
You know, I haven't even really tried to be talking about recasting in relation to talking about the Star ceremony, but yeah. Anyway, I'll come back to that when we get to the Marvel stuff. But yeah,
Let's keep it at a franchise which only Chillmonger cares about. Which, okay, Marcus and Josh were trashing me. Please keep your comments to yourself. I'm not asking you to pretend to like Fast and Furious. But Vin Diesel, he took this picture of The Rock and him and posted it on Instagram today. And I was taken aback because these guys are supposed to hate each other. They're at the award shows and he's like, hey, Dwayne, like I got my way. I won. But they're okay with each other now, huh? Interesting.
Did The Rock comment back?
I don't know.
Did The Rock say anything about it? I think there's a misconception when you said these two hate each other. The Rock hates Vin Diesel. I don't know that Vin Diesel hates The Rock as much as is the other way around. Vin Diesel, I remember during, again, I stopped after
Watch your
Fast
mouth.
7, But I remember during the whole, what was it, run, whatever one he was begging and pleading The Rock to be in, and he still said no. I think it's a one-way beef, unless the Vin Diesel's just like, and even then, I don't know if I'd want to admit that, unless Vin Diesel's just like, we need you because you bring money and
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, I think he's thinking of it from a wrestler perspective. You're supposed to have two guys. One's the good guy, one's the bad guy, and you make them hate each other. And he even Rock posted like 10 years ago. In this new one, he was talking about Fast 8. Not that means anything to you, Darius, but Fast 8 was the movie. And he says, if it looks like we're hitting each other for real, brother, we weren't acting. And he was like trying to sell this rivalry between the two characters. I hope that's all that was. And they really don't have an issue with each other. And it's not like The Rock put it. When you have two alphas in a room, it's just you're going to combust and disagree. And I hope that they were just doing that for publicity and whatnot. But I guess now professionalism is in, and we get this picture. I didn't even read the words, and I didn't read the comments either. But let's take a look and read. It says, one of the greatest, nice and easy to read, one of the greatest gifts in life isn't something you can buy. It's the relationships forged along the way. I wanted to take a moment to talk about the smashing machine. What most people don't realize is that Mark Kerr was one of the first friends I made when I moved from New York to California. We hit it off immediately, and the reason is simple. He's genuinely one of the kindest, warm-hearted people you will ever meet. He actually trained me for the first Triple X. So do you know that Mark Kerr is the character Rock was playing in Smashing Machine, the fighter? Now you know. He actually trained me for Triple X. So in a beautiful way, he was there at the beginning of my action career. That's the kind of friend he's always been from day one. And let me celebrate Dwayne. People don't understand what it takes to uphold a global perception every single day. I remember asking our global family who they'd love to see me work with, and a woman named Jan left a comment saying her dream was for me to collaborate with Dwayne. What followed became one of the most dynamic pairings in cinema. Can I pause right there? A woman named Jan told you that, right? Wasn't like Fast and Furious 5 in 2009? Like, when was Fast and Furious 5? Wasn't that before Twitter and before commenting on Instagram and stuff like that? How do you remember Jan wrote you this?
I don't even know. I don't know when that Fast was.
I'm searching right now. It's a 2011 film, which means they filmed it in 2010. All right. They casted Dwayne Johnson, I guess, in 2010 or 09. I don't know if I believe that, what he just said about Hollywood. Oh, thanks to this fan named Jan. But let's keep going. What followed became one of the most dynamic pairings in cinema. Two strong personalities who pushed each other and created something unforgettable. When he stepped into Hobbs, he did it with full commitment and left an indelible mark by Universal's Character Hall of Fame. On Universal's Character Hall of Fame. What does that mean? What? There's a Hall of Fame of Universal? Huh? You heard of this before?
No.
Speaking of Hall of Fame, watching Mark Kerr get inducted to the UFC Hall of Fame because his story was finally told. Blah, 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 blah. Mark Kerr, blah, blah. And Dwayne really did it. He brought us back in time and shine. Doing it, proud of you both. Yep. And Dwayne did not respond.
Yeah, I'm sure he didn't.
Weird, eh?
Not really. I guess weird on Vin Diesel's part that he continues to push this for this friendship with Dwayne that he's clearly told you no. Like, yeah, it's weird on Vin Diesel's part. I've always found it weird when people push, like bro, he said he didn't want to be your friend. Like, you're like, how old are you guys? How old are they? This is not like kindergartners saying I don't want to be your friend and you're persisting. You're in your 50s after someone has told you no, and you're continuing to push a friendship that The Rock clearly does not want.
And Tyrese doesn't seem to like The Rock, but Tyrese is a mess. I say that in the most respectful way you can say it, but Tyrese is just like he's a character. Like he's out there. He's always he always has an opinion, or he's always like involved in something that's unforced.
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, he says nice things too. He's a great guy, multifaceted human being. I'm not gonna dog him, but I don't know. Yeah, I hope Tyrese and The Rock make up. I hope. At some point, just let it go. Stan Diesel. He was hurt when he got a spinoff. So then, if he was hurt that they got a spinoff, it must have been like the studio said, well, we're not going to do 2 Fast and Furious movies in 1 year. So Rock is going to get his. Then yours is going to come later. He's like, fine, I'm going to cast John Cena. That's probably how it happened. Rush Hour 4 is on the way. Yes, it is. I guess we'll jump there next. Thank you for being a contributor here. Because, yeah, the Rush Hour movie was something that Donald Trump wanted, and he asked for Paramount to get it, and that was circulating yesterday. Today, I'm seeing confirmation that Paramount, the Ellison family, the lapdogs of Donald Trump, are doing exactly what he asked for. They're forwarding a 4th Rush Hour movie.
Yeah. I hate that it's that with that last part that you just said about it, because that's what it's. I mean, not that people are going to be talking about that when Rush Hour comes out, but he's going to say that, and that's going to irritate me when he says it. And the movie only happened. It happened because I said it. Yeah, but Rush Hour 4 is coming. Will it be funny? I know a lot of people do like Rush Hour 3. I'm not the biggest fan. So will it be funny? I don't know. We'll see. Chris Tucker is, always funny. Who's directing this? Who's writing this?
Who's writing it is... Sorry, 1 second. I'm sharing the wrong
Whoever wrote 2 and 1.
screen.
If it was the same writer, bring one of them back if it's too different. Bring one of them back if it's too different. One thing that I always hate about these reboot things like Coming to America 2 or Rush Hour 4 or even though it worked with it worked with Bad Boys. But some of these, it's like I feel like they push too hard to try to be funny, to try to keep up or be funnier than the originals. And in doing so, it comes off corny and stale a lot of the times. I did not see Coming to America 2, but from the commercials and previews itself, I didn't need to see Coming to America 2. And then especially after the reviews that people were saying, I definitely didn't need to see Coming to America 2. But it's just films like that they do. I hate that when they try to push it. They try to push it to be super
Hip.
funny. Yeah, I guess.
They're going to have a 6-7 joke.
Uh,
They're going to say it in Chinese. They're going to say the Mandarin 6 and the Mandarin 7.
Yeah, they push trying to be funny. And
I want Su Yun. I want her to be in it. Singing.
No, who's in the third one?
Yeah, they recast it, I heard. It wasn't the real girl.
Well, Su Yang was in it.
Yeah.
No more with Su Yang. No more with Councilman Han. We're done with them. They were all like Councilman Han and Su Yang were, I believe, both in 1 and 2. Were they not?
I don't remember. No names.
Wait a minute. 1 was not Councilman Han.
I don't think it matters, though. I think this is a comedy. Just make us laugh. We want 2 characters in it for sure, and those are the ones on screen.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't. It really doesn't. But at the same time, they have made the Rush Hour universe have continuity. But it really doesn't. But at the same time, no more Su Yung. I don't want to hear, oh, something happened. Su Yung got kidnapped. Well, if she's still getting kidnapped, well, I don't know what to tell Su Yung.
She's not a cop by now. Like, she doesn't have a love for the law, and like she won't be like a good third act surprise. Okay, I'm just saying. Reggie from Bad Boys 2 was nothing, and then we saw him in the third because he was getting married. That was cool.
Yeah. But that was with one. Okay, I don't believe Su Yung was in the first one. I think she was only in the second one. But Reggie's scene that he had was an iconic scene from Bad Boys 2.
And then he got an iconic one in Bad Boys 4.
Yeah. Su Yung had 2 chances also. She had the car, Mariah Carey singing, and then if she had a badass scene in the third one. Like I said, not the biggest fan of the third one. So
Well, her scene in the third one was just a surprise that she was back. Hey, that's
Hey,
you.
there you go. There you go. Now, Su Young, fuck off. There's no way. I don't want to see no more Su Young.
If she
No.
does some great like Reggie, oh my god, who trained her? Like, who is this? What where did she learn this? She's like the best in the academy, flying colors. She's like, if we have a scene like that with Su Yun, I'd love that. I'd love to see that she's like capable, can hold her own.
Yeah. Well, then let's just hear about it. Oh yeah, Su Young. She owns a
All right.
jiu-jitsu place downtown.
Okay, fine. Let's hear about it. And then in the fifth rush hour, then we can.
Nah, no more rush hours.
I'd rather have
Damn, that's another issue. That's another issue I have. Don't get me wrong. I want to see Rush Hour 4, and I would still even love a White Chicks 2. But I still think the same thing with White Chicks 2 that I think about what I just said about pushing the funny. And I don't know if it would, remember, we've talked about that backstage. I've said it's one of my favorite fucking movies. I just don't think it would work today. A 2. But with the same thing, with all these sequels, is there nothing new? There's nothing new that these people can come up with. Like what they're talking about, what are they doing with what's her name? What's her name? Whatever. Set it off. Reboot. No, why?
You want something new? Here.
That's supposed to be Steph.
It's supposed to be someone that, like, if it's supposed to be anybody with their loving mom, giving them a kiss and letting them know you can be what you need to be. You know, she's probably on lunch break here at the diner. You know, that's love.
That's Steph. They said grow up and change the game. He's one of few NBA players that you can count on one hand that have changed the game.
But his mother wasn't working. His dad was an NBA player. I think she was.
They both look like skins. That's them.
There's a couple times in the trailer I saw the shoes of the characters. A few too many times. It's pretty unnatural, but it is what it is, man. Here, see, like this here, the shoes are perfectly facing. You know what I mean? Like, what are they advertising?
I don't think anything, considering he doesn't, even though this was made before, he doesn't have that deal with Under Armour anymore. I don't think anything. However, I don't know if they only picked the boring, unfunny parts of the film to put in the trailer, and maybe they're saving the funny, good parts for the movie. I also agree with Eugene. I think this animation style works for Into the Spider-Verse. I know it's not exactly Into the Spider-Verse, but it's borderlining that.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I think it works for Into the Spider-Verse. I do not think it works for, you can't go doing all the cartoons like that. Where we're talking about Doomsday, I'm not saying Doomsday is not going to make a $1 billion, but in the age where people are saying Doomsday might not make $1 billion because people financially aren't going to the movie. You think people are going financially to movies to go see GOAT?
They will on February 13th.
Well, we'll see.
I already clicked and bought the shoes. Yeah. I'm not saying they're bad looking shoes or anything. I just mean like, oh, look, a zoom in on the shoes again for the third time in the trailer. It's just not coincidental to me. I don't know. The animation style, yeah. The comic book stuff that Miles Morales, that Spider-Verse was great. It fit. This is like what? No, it's not. Yeah, I agree, but I'll give it a chance.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You know, I haven't even seen Predator. Is it Borderlands? Badlands? I haven't even seen the new Predator film. And it's not because I don't have the money to go to the theater. I guess you could say I don't really want to spend $50 right now. No, that's the thing. I don't want to spend $50 on Predator. It looks good.
Had an opening of $40 million.
Yeah, it looks good, but I just don't want to. I don't want to spend $50 on that. So I can tell you, if I'm not spending the money on Predator, I'm not spending the money on GOAT. That's me. In February, when it comes to the streaming service, it may be one I click on.
GOAT?
I haven't even clicked on Elio.
Oh,
I think that's my first really like Pixar movie I have not watched.
are you getting older?
No, because I can't wait for Zootopia.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for what's the other one that Pixar's got going. I'm
Toy
actually
Story 5?
interested. Well, Toy Story 5 I'm interested in. Hell yeah, they've got me very interested in Toy Story 5. But I'm also interested in Hoppers. That actually doesn't look bad. Looks better than Elio.
Hey Tony. Yeah. So Badlands was good, says Eugene. Predators flopped, people burnt out. Badlands is awesome.
It looks good.
If it could be, it's possible that it was a good movie and it flopped. I don't know. It didn't make me go want to see it. I'm not gonna wait for it to be on Disney Plus so I can like watch it in HD on a torrenting website because I don't have Disney Plus. I'm not gonna wait. That's just shrug to me. Nothing's really pulling me. See, guys, that's the apathy that's going on right now with Chillmonger. It's like, so what? All of these things that are happening. I remember when I used to be a comic book guy. So what? Like, they're just gonna reverse everything back to how it's supposed to be. So X-Men can grow to Krakoa. It won't matter anymore. I'm so with it all. So is my like until Children of Blood and Bone. You know what I mean? Until like the Mr. Terrific movie. Until I'm not there. I'm just not. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 movies. I'm gonna continue not being excited until a franchise really pulls me and says we're here, and we've got it annually. There's also a TV show. Warhammer can be that franchise. Like someone needs to really get me. Until recast T'Challa. When T'Challa's back, I might actually care about Marvel. But right now, I don't care about what's coming up next. Wonder Man in January. Like, come on, guys. I'll be back when T'Challa's back. Sorry for my rant, Darius, but that's just where I am. I'm very uninterested. Zootopia 1 never really captured me. It was good, but
I love Zootopia. I thought that first one was really good. I liked it a lot.
Lawrence is going day 1. Sick. I saw projections like in China, it's going to be huge. So the worldwide opening will be 500 million by the time we get to Monday. And that's bananas to me. And someone here told me, it might have been you, Darius, or someone in chat, that the Chinese zodiac, it's the year of the snake, and Zootopia is going to take advantage of the snake.
I think that was Lawrence and a few other people in the chat.
Thank you, Lawrence. A few other people in chat.
Yeah, it is. It is. Zootopia looks good. Toy Story 5, I'm sure will do numbers. I don't know that Hoppers will, but and I don't know that I'm seeing Hoppers in theaters. I know I'm not. I'll see it. I'll see it though, but it won't be in theaters.
That sucks because remember that video we all showed you that Pixar themselves liked that video? It said, man, you guys want original content, but you won't pay to see the original content because Elio was just out in the movie theaters.
Well, that's also their fault. There was zero advertisement for Elio. They didn't advertise Elio, not the way that they're advertising Zootopia, not the way that they're advertising. They're already talking about Toy Story 4 dropping, or 5 dropping pictures in Empire. I don't remember Elio getting pictures dropped.
So aren't they not advertising Elio because they know no matter how much money we put into it, you guys are not going to show up because they have evidence from like past movies? Original movies?
Which are the past original movies they have the evidence of?
If I pull up the Pixar list, I'm sure there's stuff in 2020, 21, and 22 that came out that no one, like Elemental, like movies that no matter how hard you push it, people aren't showing up.
I thought Elemental did numbers. Not big numbers, but I thought it did pretty good numbers for them.
I think it did 500 million. I can check. I don't know why I got to think. Elemental. It did 496.
Hey, side topic before let me divert really quick. Anybody in the chat that's got a really good site that I can watch movies and TV shows on? I am wanting to rewatch Tyler Perry's House of Pain, and it is not on my site.
It's not on Tubi? Tubi has lots of Tyler Perry.
No.
Okay.
Wait, is it on Tubi? Let me see. But anyway, Elemental I didn't like.
I thought it was cool.
I didn't like it.
Saw that one on the movie theaters.
I did not. I saw it at home.
Puma recommends BTV. Hey, Puma, please, I love you. Don't tag me. Hey, check out this on Twitter with like 5 other content creators. Please don't do that, please. Thank you.
It's on the Roku channel. For free. What does that mean? What the fuck is the Roku channel?
I guess you have to have a Roku device, and then you.
I do. My TV is a Roku TV.
There it is.
But
Our friend Cleves says he'll DM you, so make sure you see it there.
all right. I'm watching for it. I'll have to check that. Okay, Roku TV. I'll check it out. Damn, Tyler Perry's House of Pain went up to season 9. Season 13. Did it really? Man, I dropped off maybe after season 5, 4.
After the boy went on Sweet Life on Deck.
No, I don't know. I damn, season 13. Janine picked it off them drugs.
BET picked it back up like last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm seeing well, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Episodes from 2020.
Oh, 2020 is when they brought it back? Wow.
Season 9, 2020. Season 13's got to be
on BET Plus. Probably 10 episode seasons, you know.
Season 13 is 2024. Not them still got Ella. And wait a minute, when did this premiere? Stop it. Now I'm did this premiere?
Puma says Dre Mac had a great episode about Black Nerds. That was earlier in the morning. I was there, I saw it. Commenting on stuff like, and then the guy he was watching was uplifting content creators who make their own comic books and stuff like that. And I'm going, great. It's fantastic. Just sent you a list. NYC says All the Queen's Men is the best show on BET Plus. That sounds like a good name. All the Queen's Men. Interesting.
Season 1, episode 1 of Tyler Perry's House of Pain. I knew I was in middle school. That was in 2006. That's funny.
You come home and watch that on Peachtree TV right before the Atlanta Braves play.
No. We watched it on BET, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Pick a superhero project Tyler Perry to direct. I wouldn't.
No.
Pick one.
There isn't one.
He asked you to pick one.
Oh. Who's somebody Tyler could handle? Somebody that kind of be up his alley. I don't know. Let me come back to me on that. Let me think for a second.
Okay. We'll leave it for a little. We'll sit on that one. So we did Rush Hour. Okay, let's talk about what is in the movie theater since we're on Box Office Mojo.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I keep diverting. I do have this because I'd be watching The Nanny on Roku TV. Yeah. Oh, snap. You shouldn't have told me that. I'm about to binge the hell out of this House of Pain. I ain't seen this in forever. Since I was in middle school. That's why I think that's when I stopped watching.
It's good that you get to grow up with the characters, and that's why I like things that continue, and that's why I like returning to franchises like Barbershop 4 Needs to Happen. I want more of the same characters I grew up with.
Yeah, there you go. I like I could do a more solo movie.
I guess. No to Black Panther. No, that'll be a pass. I'll take a white director before Tyler Perry Black Panther. Here is Now You See Me, Now You Don't, which has hit the movie theaters. It opens with 21 million domestically, which is terrible domestically. You don't want that. But what's this? The international audience showed up. 74.9% of the money it's making is coming internationally.
Is this the new one?
Yeah, the new one. And so we're sitting at 146 right now, 146 million. And it's only been 10 days that they're counting that 146. This is an okay release. It seems that it's not going to drop off. And it seems like people are saying nice things about Now You See Me, Now You Don't. And that means that there's going to be a new Now You See Me, Now You Don't. There's going to be a fourth one. Because, yes, here's the exclusive, Civ, that Now You See Me, Now You 4 will be a bit of a reset for the franchise. And confirms producer Bobby Cohen. And there's the full quote down there, which I won't click on because it really doesn't matter. These guys succeeded. They have the old cast, Morgan Freeman's ass, and then the new cast. They had 3 new characters in here. The story was good. I watched it. I said, hey, I want more of this. This is fresh. It's them doing tricks, and then they also explain to you how the tricks were done. It's mind opening. It's what I go to the movies for fantasy. I'm glad with a fourth movie coming out, and if it comes out in 2 years from now, that would be great.
You know, when I saw the quote, I said, "This is a franchise now." Had no idea.
It's a franchise.
I didn't. Oh, this is only the third one. I was going to say I didn't see 3. Haven't seen 3. I did like 2. I really did like 1. I thought 1 when it first came out was really good. Was Ruffalo in 1?
He was in 1.
Hmm.
And 2, we saw him get locked up.
Okay.
He was the twist in 1. Like, he was actually proud of the Horseman.
And then this third one. Yeah, I didn't plan on seeing it. I don't think I will. If it does, like, you know, maybe when it comes to streaming or something.
So you're someone who would go to a movie, just any movie. You would go if 5 people recommended it to you. You would say it's time to check it out. 10 people.
Maybe, yeah, I guess so.
All right.
I mean, like, you know, on Netflix, when people find, like, okay, when Netflix has something really good and everybody's online talking about, oh, this show was really good. There was one, this may not be one for everyone, but I liked it a lot. Boots, the Netflix miniseries that a lot of people were talking about online. Watched it, liked it. It's good. Are they going to get a season 2? No clue. But it was good. So when people do stuff like that, I'll check it out. Like if, you know, a lot of people are talking about it in the space, then I'll check it out. But if not, then probably not. And it also depends on the reviews too.
What was Nash like? What was Dominic Goodman character like?
They're all Marines.
Okay.
So yeah, you know, I mean, typical Marines.
Did they say hoorah?
They did. He actually, I believe, Nash, not to spoil anything, but I know you're probably not going to go watch it. You're only caring about the black character anyway. He at the end of it, what is it, at the Marine when boot camp, when you're like the top of your, he was that.
He was on the honor roll.
He was like the top of his, like he became the leader of the group, like during the showing of the, you know, when they walk in front of their families or whatever, he's the one in the front holding the flag.
I like that, and I also am fearful because they're trying to push patriotism on the black community to make you love this country, fight for it. I'll forget all that African stuff over there. Don't worry about restoration.
Oh, and they put that in they put that in his story, like, because, you know, his parents didn't want him going because, like, being black and fighting for this country and da da da. And it's funny that you even said that. I don't believe he's full black in the show. He might be, he might not be. No, he's full black. He's full black. Is another character that's black and Hispanic. He's full black. But yeah, it's fine. Then when his parents come to the parent day or the graduation day or whatever, they're still apprehensive. But she's like, "But my baby looks good," and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, yeah, that would be some black folks.
I'm sure that CIA check cleared. Moving onward, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin. You guys remember that comic book run from Boom? It was hot. It was like great, and everyone wanted to know who was that last Ronin, and we found out it was Michelangelo, and everyone was chatting at the comic book shop about each next issue, and it kind of took the comic book world by storm for a comic book that's not Marvel and DC, but it really was the talk of comic book fandom. Well, it turns out Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles project is quietly scrapped, but there's a good reason. While the future looks dark for the potential R-rated movie, it's not all bad news for the heroes in the half shell. Let me just go to the part with the quote.
Yes, that is the name, the guide.
Thank you.
My dad was in the Air Force, not a Marine.
It says that negotiations with the producer Neil H. Mortes to helm a live-action Ninja Turtles movie. The downside of this new TMNT live-action project is that it means plans for an adaptation of the much darker Last Ronin comic are being shelved for the time being. Source for the outlet state Paramount could revisit the Last Ronin down the line, but wants to concentrate on restarting the Turtles franchise first. Not the best news. You know, you want to be able to have all Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, older, younger, R-rated, PG, all the... But logically, it does kind of make sense to stick to a time period, and we'll do Last Ronin later. We'll get the kids from this generation, make them older. I mean, not make them older, but through time they will age, and one day they'll be old enough to watch The Last Ronin. It worked for, like, I don't know, X-Men and Logan. By the time we got to 2017, the Logan movie was pretty rated R, and all the youth who grew up on the year 2000 X-Men were old enough to watch Logan. So I guess that's the plan here, that they want to make all generations old enough, and they'll have a better success with Ronin. I would like to see The Last Ronin more. Too bad. So sad. You don't get everything you want. Okay. Something else?
Everybody's gonna hang me for this, but that's fine. When have I not crushed you guys with things we've grown up on before? Not a big Ninja Turtles fan.
Have you played a video game of them?
No.
Have you gone to Chuck E. Cheese and done the arcade game with them?
No, didn't have the figures, didn't watch the cartoon growing up, didn't have the pajamas, didn't have the plates, the cups, the memorabilia.
You know the songs? Any of the songs?
I know at the end it says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
But yeah, but they put that like in the commercials.
Yeah, well then maybe that's where it's stuck in my head from the commercials.
You got the song. You know the Vanilla Ice song?
Like Vanilla Ice?
Yeah, go Ninja, go.
Oh, no. I thought you meant like the Vanilla Ice.
He was in the movie, the second movie, and he was rapping. The ninja rap.
I had no idea.
Do you know the names of the four ninja? Did you know there were four of them?
Yes, I know there's four of them. I know it's
okay.
Leonardo, Donatello.
Yes.
Mikey.
Yeah, he's got the orange Mike.
Michelangelo.
There, yeah. Leonardo, Donatello.
Fuck. Now the other one, I don't even. I know what it is, but it's.
He's in the red.
Yeah, I know. The red. Fuck. I've looked at their figures because their figures are actually really dope, but I just don't like. I'm not into it, so I don't collect them. But what is his name? I've looked at that one.
It's not like Saw Gerrera. I'm not going to give you a clue.
I don't know. I can't remember this one.
Yeah, his name was Raphael.
Yes, Raphael.
Well, not happening.
And then Master Splinter. So yeah. And then you got what's his name? What's their villain? Fuck.
Sure.
Shredder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I know stuff from.
Yeah, you know some stuff. You got the basics down. And I heard that the same oil or goo that gave them powers that mutated them, it's supposed to be related to Daredevil. The same day Daredevil got his problem and how that all fell on his eyes, the same goo went down the sewers and it got the turtles. Yeah, that's why instead of the hand, it's the Foot Clan. Yeah, they're just played off of it.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm. Lanterns. All right. So everyone was happy with it. Aaron Pierre was cast. I wasn't happy with it, but it is what it is. And I'll be there and I'll watch the show and I'll review it. DC Studios' Lantern series will now premiere end of summer 2026. It was supposed to be early 2026. It's been pushed back. To me, I shrug. I mean, of course I want it, but if this is going to this date is better for its success, if it's more time to work on CGI, or if it's like the TV schedule that won't interfere with House of Dragons or whatever they've got. I'm like, okay, cool. As long as we're doing this decision with the show's best interests in mind, I'm happy. Summer of 2026, let's go.
They just showed a trailer of it too, I guess. Max up front. They gave a description. They said how Jordan and Jon Stewart have been working together for months. How Jordan has seemingly stepped in temporarily for someone else to train Jon Stewart. A squirrel Green Lantern is mentioned, likely Chip. The series has a Western vibe. That's that shit I can't stand. I'm don't know, so over that.
A Lantern's teaser has been presented to press, so we don't see it, but Chip is in it. That's just like James Gunn.
Chip is mentioned. Yeah, that's a James Gunn thing to mention, one of the obscure lanterns. But yeah, no, Chip is mentioned. I doubt he's in it.
Bro, this is a toy waiting to sell. If they put this creature in it,
oh, I'll get him. If they made a Chip lantern, I would definitely get him. I have several other lanterns. I would add him with them.
Did you know this was a character? I didn't know until today.
No, I didn't know until today. But,
but look at it. I'm already sold. Look at this thing.
But I would definitely take him and put him with my figures.
It's got a little belly to him. That's or it's a her. I don't know. Him or her. Chip. Yeah.
Chip and Dale.
Probably not that one. A squirrel Green Lantern is mentioned. Yeah, that's what you were just reading just now.
Yeah.
That's solid, man. I'm for it. This show should be it. People are already doing this with the logo. Funny.
Yeah, I like him. Probably won't see him though. Probably just be mentioned, like as I said. I doubt we. I don't know. I don't want to say I doubt we see any other lanterns. It would make. I hope we see other lanterns.
Okay. Tina mentioned something, and I'll mention it too. That where's the Black Projects? We're waiting, and I know that when Wonder Woman, I know Batman. I know when that's ready to be done in 2029. He's gonna choose that over choosing Static or choosing Icon, Lantern, Vixen, whoever, Mr. Terrific. I know before that movie happens, Batman and Wonder Woman are coming first. So I'm really I'm with Tina in a way. While I'm not impatient today, I understand he's just getting started. But since you're doing Clayface and Sergeant Rock and some of the other lesser known people, why, Jimmy Olsen's getting a TV show. I'm like, yeah, we're probably not going to get a Black TV show or movie. Is a Static video game the most I can ask for or hope for? I don't know. I feel like this isn't a good decision that he's making. And I got to see how Black Lanterns is, or how forward Jon Stewart will be in this movie. Is he co-lead? Is he the lead? I will see how it goes. Does Hal Jordan die at the end of this, at the beginning of this? I don't know that either. So I'll have to see. But so far, I don't give James Gunn a pass on representation. I'm not failing him either because Mr. Terrific was very good in that movie. We'll see what happens.
To say I'm shocked would be a lie. I'm not shocked. I also, I stand on what I said, what I have said in the past about him giving Mr. Terrific the attention that he got in Superman. But, Waller's off the table. Don't know if that's a Viola thing or just a let's not do Waller thing. I've been screaming at into the void about these characters he's doing, fucking Batmite and Clayface and Sergeant Rock, and now you got a Jimmy Olsen series where Gorilla Grodd is going to be introduced to it and all this kind of stuff. And it's you do wonder, okay, so since you're doing that, then why not? Where are the the black characters. Where is anything about Vixen? Where's anything about Steel? Where's something about any of the other black characters? Icon,
Static.
Rocket, Static. Yeah, lots of them. And again, I will continue to say, and I kept saying this, and I'm going to continue to say it. I don't tweet James Gunn because I don't care that much. But if they could literally just bring the Young Justice universe to life in live action, there you go. Everybody gets shine in that series. Everyone, black, white, Asian, Chinese. That's Asian. Sorry.
Asia's big. It's big for you guys.
Hispanic, Native American, even everybody gets shine. Everybody gets shine. And I think that if they could do that, that'd be perfect. But they're not going to do that because that is not obscure and it's actually good.
Yeah. Well, WB and James Gunn may not have a chance to do that because shoot, Warner Brothers is being sold and everyone wants it. Netflix wants it. And then we learned this week that there's a public investment fund in Saudi Arabia. The guy in the picture, I see him at WWE events. I think his name is Turkey Ali Sheikh. I think. If not, it's not, but I think that's him. And he's like in charge of like the boxing UFC collaboration thing. And he's just trying to acquire whatever this public investment fund is. Warner Brothers is going to be sold for part, or WBD, Warner Brothers Discovery. The whole thing is going to be sold in parts, and I think that the cool stuff that is DC is all I care about. Whoever wins this bidding war, and I don't really care. I think they're all the same. I don't have the fear that I hope Netflix doesn't get it because then all they'll do is bring it straight to streaming. I think they'll keep Warner Brothers stuff in movie theaters.
They said they would. They made a statement and said that they would.
Oh, and I believe them. I believe that they said.
I believe them.
So if it goes to the Saudi Arabians, if it goes to the Israelis, if it goes to whoever, whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't think it'll affect me unless they fire James Gunn and they actually make decisions like that. So the billionaire in charge is just the billionaire in charge.
Yeah. Unless they were to fire James Gunn, which who knows? Who knows what's going to happen with that? I predict like 2025, 2026 will be a bombshell of news year. So, and I'm not taking that one off my bingo card for 2026. Personally, I like James Gunn. I don't think he should be fired, but that's also not off my bingo card as like possible things that could happen in 2026. Or not 2026, but at least adding to the rumors of him getting canned in 2026. I don't know exactly when they would buy, when this purchase would take place. But that was my next thing I was going to bring up. The whole thing with the pictures old pictures with Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder has now posted 3 separate pictures of Henry Cavill as Superman. Never before seen pictures of Henry Cavill as Superman.
Eat it up, fans. Snyderverse fans.
Yeah. I guess Ben Affleck was at a sporting event where they announced him as Batman, which is, of course, hey, the movie. He was Batman once before. Whatever. But it's just a lot of interesting stuff going on, so I'm not willing to necessarily say that
it's nothing.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, I'm not willing to say it's nothing. I'll tell you what, if the Snyderverse gets restored, that will be some crazy shit.
Snyderverse gets restored before GTA 6?
Maybe. That'll be some crazy shit.
I know, because it was so out there, it was so gone, it was so buried and dead, and like this might do it. But again, just like the WB sell and who it goes to, I don't care, and I'm not gonna react. I'm reacting now, technically. But this 5-minute segment is the most I'm gonna give into it until the sale happens and until it officially goes in. But it's on the radar. It could happen, yep.
Yeah, it could happen. It could happen. It's interesting.
Monitoring. We see it. Yes. What's this Pierce Brosnan story that you sent?
Oh, just him. What was he saying in this?
It's translated from Spanish, from Portuguese. He's down for it and knows how to ask. Pierce Brosnan wants to play Mr. Destiny again. I heard that Mr. Destiny would have his own series or his own movie. I heard that he will be in the next Superman. I liked it. I like the philosophy of that character a lot, and I would definitely be open to playing him again. Okay, the Dr. Fate, right? That's not Mr. Destiny.
Yeah, Dr. Fate. I don't know what the fuck.
Maybe it's a translation issue.
Yeah,
So
Dr. Fate.
Yeah, Dr. Fate.
So yeah,
And Shazam wants to come back too. Zachary Levi. Yeah, dude, sure.
well, no, not him. But if Pierce Brosnan wants to come back as Dr. Fate, sure. To cast someone else as Shazam.
Hey, Zachary Levi did okay in Sarah's Oil.
Okay, good for him. I haven't watched Sarah's Oil yet, but good for him. I don't like Zachary Levi. I don't like his comments. His MAGA comments. I'm not a fan of him. And I never really liked his Shazam. The first Shazam was Tolerate. When did that come out? That was in the day of, oh, this is high, you know.
That was April 2019.
Let's accept. No, the first one.
March of 2019 then?
It was in 2019.
Yeah.
The first Shazam was Zachary Levi.
Yeah, it was after Captain Marvel. So yeah, it was.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What? Why do I feel like that was so much longer then? Yeah, I tolerated it. It's fine. It's not that great. I think it's too comical. I don't see Shazam as technically, this big
I'll be right back.
funny guy character. So it bothered me. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that shit.
Yeah. So
He can stay where he is.
Peacemaker transitions smoothly. Anyone can transition smoothly. All right.
Peacemaker could have stayed where he was at too.
Forbes tells us that Netflix has canceled a third Zack Snyder, maybe a fourth Zack Snyder film. That would be, the Rebel Moon one, right? With his pretty girl here. I liked the Rebel Moons, both of them, but it didn't capture me. I liked it. It did not capture me. It didn't make me go like, now you see me captured me. I want to see them more. I even want to see the new characters. This didn't.
I did not like Rebel Moon. I liked the trailers and thought I was going to like Rebel Moon. But then I sat down and watched Rebel Moon. And you know what Rebel Moon reminds me of? It reminds me of like Jupiter Ascending. Is that the name of that show on Netflix?
I don't know.
With Fergie's husband, Josh Duhamel, as a superhero. With their superhero kids, and they like fight like this great value version of Mongrel.
Don't know.
That's what it reminds me of.
Well, it is what it is. Here's Twilight of the Gods on Netflix. Now, it's just been confirmed that another Snyder project, his last live one on Netflix, has been canceled. That would be Twilight of the Gods, an actually halfway decent animated series based on Norse mythology, but it will not return for a second season. It's pretty unusual given that Netflix has really leaned into animation, and loads of its series, even lower profile ones, are granted multiple seasons. Okay, then does that mean that Zack Snyder has some free time on his hand? Does that mean that James Gunn is going to hire Zack Snyder to do a movie?
Who knows?
Who knows? But Twilight of the Gods will not be forwarded anymore. Probably because Zack Snyder requires so much money to be paid, and the budget would be ballooned.
What is this, the cartoon?
Yeah, but based on Norse mythology, there will not be a season 2. Yeah, they keep canceling his stuff.
They can keep it. They can keep it. You want to do some mythology? Bring like what? Okay, so that what they just recently said about um, Christopher Nolan's Odyssey. The new footage for Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey features the siege of Troy and ends with a shot of the Cyclops. It's 6 minutes long. Yeah. Okay. So The Odyssey obviously already is a very long story. I don't know how long Nolan's movie is, but it's a very long story.
Uh-huh.
Um, that shit excites the because I've been saying for the longest time, even when there were rumors that Netflix was going to do some type of Greek mythology series, that was exciting because it was like, oh, I'm really into that. Like, so that'd be really cool. Just knowing that we're going to see again, it's the Odyssey, so of course we're going to see these things, but I want to see just based off of the pictures that have already been dropped. I want to see in motion the Siege of Troy from Nolan's directed version of it. I've been wondering how they're going to do the Cyclops, how they're going to do the sea monster, how are they going to do it? Like just Nolan's perspective on a lot of it. I can't wait to see this. This is on one of my most anticipated films coming up for sure. I'm ready for the Odyssey. Now that's some mythology for your ass. You're muted.
But are you ready for The Legend of Zelda?
I'm ready for that one too. I don't know if that was you I was talking to or who I was talking to, but I would prefer it be animated. No, it doesn't have to be animated. It doesn't have to be animated, but if this is still interwoven in with Mario and the Super Smash Bros. We're going to, because some people were saying, oh, it might be, and they might do like a Who Framed Roger. No, God, no.
If you ever do mix Zelda with the Mario movies, just make it an animated Zelda the whole time, an animated Link the whole time.
Well, if they do Smash Bros, they're there. They should be.
And then we'll just be like, okay, this is the same ones from the movie, except now they decided to be animated. So I digest that. Clone Wars was animated, but they were based off of characters who I watched in live action. There was no difficulty. It was the same character. So I can expand and suspend disbelief that they're the same character. Don't worry about it. Yeah, make Zelda, keep it in live action. And here are the first looks. This movie's coming out, I think, the same weekend as Star Wars Starfighter, I think. The movie that I kind of want to fail. so I'd rather talk about his competition. There it is. That's Link and that's Zelda, man. He's looking like he's trying to look stoic, not actually stoic. That's
it looks
it.
good. Looks good. Yeah, the pictures leaked, and then Sony. Or not Sony. Who's behind the Zelda film?
I don't know.
Isn't it? It's not Sony. No, it's not Sony. Anyway, pictures leaked, and they were like, "We'll just drop the official ones."
The pictures leaked on Pop Culture News. These pictures.
Yeah, I said we'll just.
Huh, a horse.
Link and Zelda.
How did they get rid of the background sound? All this nature.
You said how?
Yeah.
In editing.
I mean, yeah. Yep. In editing, they get rid of the sounds. Yeah. That's what they do. I don't know. Anything you want to say on that?
No. Yeah, Jalen. God of War won't be a movie, but it's a show. Amazon is happening.
You might actually want that more time to do more things.
I want to know who they're casting as Kratos. I still don't think they've gotten that out there. Ooh, that will be. But you know what? I'll be honest with you. I did lose a little less. I'm less interested in the God of War show, knowing that they are doing the Norse mythology, starting there and not starting with the reason he's even got the title God of War. Do they even call him that in the new games, or they just call him Kratos? Still a Greek name. It's not a. But okay. I digress.
Pause.
Digress.
The Alleged Avengers Doomsday trailer's description. Let's talk about it. And do you believe this description? Because I do believe it.
Well, I believe it.
I believe it. Sounds like a good plan too. So it says, teaser begins with Dr. Doom's voiceover, RDJ. Doom speaks about his life of trials and suffering. Victor Von Doom appears in a cemetery in the rain, his face hidden until the scene cuts with a flare, leaving only the silhouette of his suit. So my first thing is that my theory was that Robert Downey Jr. is back and he's playing Iron Man. He's not playing Dr. Doom. So in this trailer, he'll be voicing it over, which is like more proof that you won't actually see Dr. Doom talking and it's RDJ. Because he's playing Iron Man. He's not coming back as Doom. This was a swerve. They just want to explain why he was always on set. And then when it says that Victor Von Doom appears in the cemetery and his face is hidden, that's because Robert Downey Jr. is not playing Dr. Doom. He's playing Iron Man. All right, that's all. That's all. Theory is looking more and more correct, everybody. Leaving only a silhouette of a suit. The screen transforms with a powerful explosion, and Loki's voice fades out. Thor appears on a vast coast. Sam Wilson and Reed Richards look at the sky with fear. And Doctor Strange runs through a dark room as two universes collide. That sounds awesome. You want to cut in? You want to give your opinion?
Not yet. I mean, I don't have anything yet.
Cities are also seen being destroyed simultaneously on two planets. Doom says he will release the eternal trap in which he has imprisoned. Several battles led by Doom himself are shown, followed by another narration of this. After a mask falls on him, it's revealed that Doom's face is severely disfigured with a large scar and a texture similar to burnt clay. The trailer ends with Steve and Peggy emerging from a TVA-style portal and looking directly at the camera. You have to have Steve there, and having him with Peggy tells them, the fans, the casuals, oh, this is continuing from Endgame. I'm there. Great way to end them in that trailer.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, lots of Doom, lots of narration. It'll be interesting to see it. I'm ready for it. It's supposed to be next month. We're supposedly getting it, so we will see if this is accurate. Apparently, they filmed several different versions, and this is, I guess, maybe the one they landed on. Or crafted several different versions of the trailer, but this is the one they landed on. So
that lost fan, he's gonna ask, "What, didn't Loki die in Infinity War?" And then you get to tell them, watch 12 episodes of Loki on Disney Plus.
Or you can just watch 6. But I guess you could watch, 12, sure. That second season's a stinker. But yeah, you could watch 12.
I like the first season more also. But then seeing Sam Wilson next to Reed Richards, that's something that's like new. No X-Men though. No X-Men are mentioned here.
Well, they're probably not mentioned, but I bet maybe if they're even shown at all yet. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. But they said in the description too, not in this description, but in the description from Chris Gore, this kind of lines up with that, saying that there was a lot of Doom fighting and things like that. Maybe in the fighting scenes where he's narrating, he's fighting the heroes, and maybe some of those heroes include the X-Men. Maybe not like long shots of everybody, but quick fighting, whatever type of magic he's going to be doing, or he's going to be literal fucking Iron Man blasting everybody. I don't know. We'll see.
Benedict Cumberbatch confirms that Doctor Strange's MCU future, and found the quote. Here it is. He's coming at some point. Yeah, you definitely will see him again. Next year, there are other huge commitments involving cloaks floating about. That basically means next year he's going to be in Secret Wars, is what he's trying to say. Maybe they just didn't have enough chairs, is what he says. Really a non-story. He's not supposed to say much, and he doesn't. Thanks, Cumberbatch.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is, I don't know if Doctor Strange is in this one or not. He might not be. But just because, you know, a lot of people keep going off of the whole deal, well, their names weren't on the chairs. That doesn't mean shit.
No.
That doesn't mean anything. It means nothing. At the same time, you have to remember, Marvel is still trying to win back the audience. Just because they pretend like the house isn't on fire over there, I don't believe that they're all sitting at the table believing and having conversations like, oh, the house isn't on fire. They know the house is on fire, but they're not going to show their face that the house is on fire to the public like that.
They are, because this trailer is a year before, and we've never had a trailer 1 year before a Marvel movie.
I still don't think that that's a
tell.
But they also know that they need to win the audience back. So with trying to win the audience back, there's going to come surprises. They're looking for those reaction, like aha moments, like from the audience. And if they put everything out there, because everybody's like, well, this person hasn't been named, this person hasn't been named, this person, and that takes away from the mystique. That takes away from the mystery of it all. Takes away from the shock moment, the things that people were complaining about. Remember, when Multiverse of Madness came out, we were all like, oh, I wish they wouldn't have shown the Illuminati. I didn't want to see them. But now everybody wants to see all the full cast list. Come on, get out of here. I'm not sitting here defending Marvel because I've been on their heads for the past 5 years like a lot of the rest of you. But at the same time, I think a lot of you that assume that Doomsday is going to be this stink fest, or that it's not going to make this or it's not going to make that, I think you are kidding yourselves. And again, this is not like this is a Matt Shackman film. This is not a Nia DaCosta film. This is, and when I say their films, I'm talking their Marvel work. This is not any of the others. This is not any of them. This is the Russo brothers. This is the Russos. And despite what you may think about Marvel, despite where you may feel about Kevin Feige or any of the rest of them, the Russos are speaking with their resume. Their resume over at Marvel Studios has been nothing but A+, A+, A+. We talk about Winter Soldier as in fact as if it is indeed the best Marvel film. And then under that, you start with other films directed by the Russos. So I think that they're going to be able to pull all of this together. Even when watching Endgame and Infinity War the other day, and watching how just you're jumping from group to group to group to group, and it's still a very cohesive story. And like Marcus has been worried about, like, how are they going to do? They're going to be able to do it. Trust me, they're going to be able to do it. They're going to be able to do it. And I don't know. I'm not saying again that the movie's going to be a knock out of the park, but I don't think that it's about to be this stink fest either.
It'll do better than a stink fest. Yes, they're the Russos. It won't knock it out the park because they're not miracle makers, and there's no, like, the team. There's no T'Challa, no Iron Man, no not no Iron Man, because I do think there's Iron Man. They're just the last 15 movies of Marvel haven't really built well to this. Just the Spider-Man and Doctor Strange movies. That's it. So Spider-Man is in it, and it's Tobey Maguire. He is reportedly wearing a CGI suit filming Avengers Doomsday. I believe this report. I welcome it.
I believe it as well. And I also hate to be the one that continues to be this. And now this one, when I'm right, I'm going to say, aha, I told you I was right. Not just you, the audience in general, everybody. I know, I'm telling you, we are saying that the T'Challa stuff is not going to knock it out of the park. But as I believe, when T'Challa, and I believe that's what it is, when he walks through that portal and he's doing cool ass shit, the audience is going to eat that alive. So it doesn't, for us, you might be like, we're going to be like, oh, it ain't T'Challa. They're going to be like, oh, bro, did you see when that, because they're not going to know who the fuck it was. It was T'Challa's like grandfather or something when he came to that ball. It was so cool. They're gonna love that shit. So it's like we're saying that the T'Challa stuff's not gonna. I know people keep telling me, like Darius, they're Like how what's Marcus's argument with that? How are they going to accept that when it's not something about it being the original? Because like
The
don't,
derivative.
they don't care. They don't give a fuck. And this whole thing about the report of, oh, there's 2 Black Panthers. I've seen more people talk about, well, it's got to be the kid. It's got to be the kid. No, it doesn't have to be the kid. Suri is the other Black Panther. It's Suri, and it's going to be her grandfather from her great grandfather from some universe. That's what it's going to be. I'm telling you, I just wholeheartedly believe that, because if you're looking at all of the other concept art that came out now, what, 9 months ago, that came out then, and we're believing some of the other stuff on that stuff, they're all labeled. She didn't label it T'Challa. She didn't label it Pashanga. She didn't label it Toussaint or T'Challa. It's labeled T'Chanda. Now, you could be saying, well, Darius, it's labeled that maybe because it's a throw off. They want to throw off if it got leaked. No, like what? No. Now that's mental gymnastics. No. She labeled it T'Chanda because that's what the fuck it is. And and this whole thing of, I even saw on Josh's stream today, he was talking about like I put in the chat, why, and I keep saying this, why? And this is not like, okay, guess, come on, like, bro, this isn't Coogler when Civil War came out. How the Russos got first dibs on T'Challa before Coogler did, and they got to do whatever they wanted to do with him. This isn't that. When did that come out? 2016. This isn't that time. Coogler, I'm not saying he's on the same age. If we're to believe the rumors,
He is for this franchise.
Yeah, I was going to say for this franchise, yes. If we're to believe the rumors, Coogler's name was still in the running to even helm Secret Wars and Doomsday, or maybe not Doomsday, but Secret Wars. So if his name is up there, and all in the spaces and the high regards that it currently is at Marvel Studios, this isn't 2016. You're not going to. You may have gotten dibs on T'Challa first, but you're not going to get dibs on my made-up character first.
On my little Toussaint? No.
So no, I don't. I believe maybe the child's mentioned by certain. Maybe if it's even relevant to the story, maybe. But is the kid going to be aged up? I don't believe that. And when I first believed that a long time, I don't believe that shit anymore. I don't believe the kid's going to be aged up. I don't believe the kid's going to be mentioned, because what relevance does that have to Doomsday or Secret Wars? Hey, oh, by the way, I've got a nephew in Wakanda. But what's going on with Doctor Doom? Like, that doesn't compute. Also, I don't believe that Coogler's going to let the Russos, and yes, I'm saying the word let, the Russos play with his toy that he made up before he gets a chance to do something with him since the last time we saw him. Like, this doesn't, like, come on. That doesn't make any damn sense. So
the
I
evidence
think
points against it.
I think it's T'Chanda, and I believe that it's Suri. Because when they're saying the second there's 2 Black Panthers, yeah. Forgetting the Black Panther in 616 currently is Suri. Despite your liking of it, that's who it is.
Yup. This is him answering a question from a caller about the Toussaint name.
To win a war.
I'll just skip to the ending of the answer where he says Toussaint is his Haitian name.
And it only made sense for her to give her son who was a descendant of this great leader, for her to give him that Haitian name.
To give him that Haitian name. Because his real name is T'Challa, gentlemen and ladies. His real name is T'Challa. That was just his Haitian name. It's T'Challa.
Yeah, but that child's not going to be brought back up until the third film. I'm telling you, like, because even when we go back months ago, like, let's go back 9 months ago when people were talking, or we can go back to even a year ago when we were having these conversations about, oh, they're going to age up the child. People in the chat were making sense then. That doesn't make sense. What do you mean how are they going to age up the child? So what are they going to do? Is it going to be, and we were all saying, I don't know, maybe it's going to be some time thing, or the way time. No, I don't even believe that. Because why? Why would it be? Why? People were saying that then too. People in the chat were saying that then. Why would it be the kid? If you use any of the Black Panthers or whatever, why would you use the kid who hasn't even donned that mantle yet? So we're going into the future to grab a kid that we haven't even. So that never made sense. It doesn't make sense. It also just doesn't make sense when in the thinking of, again, why Coogler would allow that. It just doesn't make sense. If he, again, I know y'all are probably thinking he just doesn't have that power. You're wrong. 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 He does. He has that power to tell you, no, you can't play with my Wakanda toys.
I remember Brian Andrews from Marvel Zombies telling us he had that power, and Bo DeMeo said he's got to run things through him also. That's why in X-Men 97 was T'Chaka. Who's I can't think of another example right now, but I feel like there is one. Brian Coogler is the guy that ideas have to go through. Eyes of Wakanda. You have to tell Ryan Coogler. That's what Todd Harris was saying. He was running things by Ryan Coogler. Hey, can I make it so that this is the weapon that Killmonger was talking about at the museum? It's the same one in the show. I got to run everything by you. You are the Wakandan division president.
Yeah. And then Josh's response to my chat was, oh, well, brother, that because it's the MCU, that's what they do. And he used the example that I put in there that he didn't finish my whole question or my whole chat to him.
You feel left out? He didn't finish your quote?
No, he didn't finish it because he stopped it and he went on to say the whole thing of what I said in the quote. Well, the Russos did it in Civil War. Yeah, brother, this isn't Civil War. This isn't 2016 Ryan Coogler. He hadn't delivered a $1.3 billion by that time. Film by that time.
Well, that was before the Oscar nominations.
Yeah, this is that was a different time. Like, logically thinking, Coogler does have that power to tell you, hands off of my made-up character. You can't use him. I haven't even gotten to use him yet. So why the fuck would you get to use him? That just doesn't make sense. No, T'Challa's different. That was 2016, bro. It was a different time. Ryan Coogler was coming off of what? Before
Creed.
He did. Yeah,
Creed was 2015.
He was coming off of Creed before he did Black Panther. Not to say that like he was Ryan Coogler was a name, but he wasn't the $1.3 billion name at Marvel Studios in 2016. So he didn't have as much power as he has now. So in 2016, yeah, he probably couldn't tell you, I don't really want T'Challa in Civil War because I want to introduce him first. They probably would have told him, well, we're going to go with a different director. But in 2018, you delivered $1.3 billion. Then you just gave us what we considered another successful film. And you were in the contending name, if we're to believe the rumors, for Secret Wars. Oh, yeah. What do you want? Oh, well, it's done. They don't want to lose their token. If they lose Ryan, who do they shift to that's going to be the yes man?
Not Ava DuVernay. Not
Nia DaCosta. Obviously not Nia DaCosta.
No, she was not a yes man. She was, when it was time to go, she was leaving. She had to do 28 years later.
So it just doesn't like. That's the one that man. I don't know. It's just. I'm ready for Doomsday to get here and for Secret Wars to get here. Not because I want to relish in this because I don't. It's not so much as if I know he's not in it, or I'm saying I believe he's not. I know for damn sure he's not in either one of those films. And with me knowing that, and there's no evidence that I'm like, I have no, that's just my knowing. I just know I know that he's not in it. And I'm ready for us to get there so that you all can be on the same island that I'm currently on, of just knowing that, hey, holy shit, they meant that. They meant that. And whenever Feige stepped on that stage, they meant that shit.
Yup.
They meant that shit.
We will not recast the character.
And again, I'm not even trying to tie the Hollywood star, because I don't want to take that moment and make it about recast T'Challa, and it's not. I didn't like when what's his name?
Coogler.
No, the Twitter user that we argue with, old dirty bastard, gray beard.
Oh, the Up to My Task?
Yeah, I didn't like when he tried to make it about recast. But Coogler was visibly upset. Visibly. You don't think that in the writing? I mean, come on.
We have
You
no
don't
evidence.
think that when he steps onto the set, for that it's not going to be those same feelings from the Hollywood, those same feelings from the podcast, those same feelings from the original decision. Darius, it's been 5 years. He should get over. He should get over it. He should get over it on the set, and when it comes to making the movie, he should get over it. I can't tell him to get over it in his private life because, as I've said, grief has no timestamp. But if you can't do your job, as we've said many, many times, but he's not. So if you really think that he's not walking onto set with those same emotions and those same feelings, and it's not even for them, it's not even so much about honor, or not, sorry, not honor. It's not even so much about the next black person or the next black actor or taking this away or the comic books this, or it's not about that for them. And I don't know when that's going to click for everyone, but it's not about that for them. They have tied this character synonymously with Chadwick Boseman. We don't like it. We haven't put that on notice for 5 years. We're going to continue to scream that we don't like it. They do not give a fuck that we do not like it. They viewed Chad as the person that brought this character to life. They viewed Chad as the person that, to them, as Coogler said, his words, nobody can walk through those doors and play this guy like that guy. So for us, that guy is gone, and he's never walking through those doors again. Those are Coogler's words. And we can't imagine someone else donning that role. Coogler's words. Darius, that was in 2022. Well, just 2 weeks ago or a week ago or whenever the star was, again, he had those same emotions. So if you don't think, because he said we're working on it. He said we're working on it 2 weeks prior to, or a week prior, or a few days prior to the honoring of the star.
He's still mentally there.
So that's what I'm putting.
You should see what Marcus had to say about it on the video that they posted the other day.
Yeah,
I'll play a little bit of it. I won't play the whole thing, guys, but here's like a minute out of the 7 minutes.
There and give you qualities of what the next man should have, then get the next man.
Widow, brother.
I don't give a shit if you felt like you had some special connection to this man, and it's your duty to posthumously protect his legacy by never allowing someone else to walk those shoes. You're being an op. You're being a gatekeeper at that point. Mm-hmm. And anybody who stands firmly in that stance now, in the face of so many of his blood relatives, a niece, 2 brothers, a widow, how many more of his blood relatives do we need to see say how he felt about the role before we start honoring that and not just the shit that we think is honorable?
Mm-hmm. Or the shit that we're told is honorable from a
corporation. Not we. We know who the we is.
We know who the we is. Marcus and Josh.
Their argument back to that, and when I say they, I'm talking about the very few people. I forget this brother's name. I've asked him several times. I don't know if he's a brother or not. I've asked him several times to join me in a live stream to defend his conversation, but he won't. It's the same guy that when I asked you to send me the video of Simone, and he came back and was going back and forth with you for a little bit. It's that same guy. I don't know what his Twitter name is.
Go to his about and see what country he's actually from.
I don't know what his Twitter name actually is, but he comments when I discuss anytime I put anything out on Recast, when I say, well, this is what Chad's wishes or whatever, he comments and says, well, where does Chad actually say that, or is it just his brother saying that, or is it just his widow that he's like, no, where's Chad actually said that? And that's their argument with it is where's Chad actually said that.
So Chadwick Boseman is the gatekeeper of the character? He's selfish and doesn't want the comic book character created in 1966 to get more popular? No? Huh. That's a weird way to think of Chadwick Boseman.
I don't know. It's like I said, I agree with everything that Marcus said in that. I agree with them wholeheartedly. The only thing is, we're going to continue to be having this conversation. It's 2025 now. In 2010, we're going to be having this or 2010, Jesus. 2030, we're going to be having this conversation. And I hate to even be this person, but in 2030, we're talking 2028 is when the next Black Panther film is possibly coming out. In 2030, he's still not going to be recast. In 2035, he still may not be recast by then. I don't think, and this is just me, I don't think he gets recast until they actually restart.
Oh yeah,
and that is with a new a new regime, a new until they actually restart. Not this soft reboot. I know a lot of people think, well, Darius, it could happen to soft. Not no. As I've said many times, I know I don't have any inside knowledge. I don't talk to people. I'm looking at it from just my own eyes and just evidence and reading the room and things like that. The soft reboot is not what we are thinking that it is. I wouldn't even seriously call it a reboot, because they're talking about possibly having Chris Evans back. They're talking about possibly having Robert Downey still here, but as Doom. So what kind of reboot is this where you having all these anyway? I don't think it's a soft reboot. The soft reboot is simply giving you characters that you did not have in before, to simply say, here, we've now got all the toys and they're now all in the same universe. It's not changing the course of what happened in Wakanda.
And it doesn't change the creators, because Ryan and Kevin are still there.
They're still there. They're still there. It just, it sucks. It really, 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 really does. And I don't just have these conversations. I'm not just ranting about this here. Like I rant about this with friends and people that personally know me, especially when we get on the topic of Marvel, when we start talking about Marvel, when we get on the Black Panther stuff, it irritates me. Like I was just watching another video from another YouTuber that was talking about Doomsday and T'Challa and Damson Idris and things like that. And again, I'm not trying to make it sound like I'm just this all knowledgeable person when it comes to what's going on with the Black Panther franchise and Marvel. But when these YouTubers, and I'm not even on Emergency Awesome, I'm on this other one. When these YouTubers are it's just, to me, fake. It's false. It's, yes, I know you have a job to do. It's clicks and things like that, but you're spreading false information. There was one of them that said, yeah, you can clearly see that Damson is the next T'Challa, because he's sitting here with it's the picture of him on the back of that golf cart with those 4 black ladies, and they're like, yeah, you see he's here with some members of the Dora Milaje. What are we doing? No, he's not. They were walking in the fashion show. Those were just 3 gorgeous black women walking in the fashion show. That had nothing to do, not Wakandans or not anything like that. So it's like all the fake shit, the false shit, all of it. I just don't believe, as much as we want him back, and we do, and we're going to continue to scream it. And I don't know how, do we scream it until, I don't know, but I know he's not coming back. He's not coming back. And I hate to, it's not me changing. I'm not against the recast crowd, because I'm still recast T'Challa. I'm still using the hashtag, but I'm also, as I said, I know you guys want, sometimes a lot of you got upset and want me to give hope and but I can't do that I can't sugarcoat shit. I have to tell that as it is. You're not getting him. He's not coming back.
I have that same kind of thing you go through with your community who are mad at you for not being hopeful when it comes to like comic book stuff. I'll talk about how this is bad for Black Panther. This is bad for the Storm series. This is bad for Black characters in general at Marvel. And here's the truth of the matter. And these are the sales data. And this is the patterns. And this is what. And then, no, I'm like, all right, guys, I'm just telling the truth. Just reporting what I see with my own eyes. What is said, the 10 minutes of Ryan Coogler crying out a Hollywood Walk of Fame, it's evident he's not recasting.
Yeah, that's just evidence. And I don't even want to, like I said, I don't even want to make the Hollywood Walk of Fame thing about recasting. But when I saw the picture, after I thought to myself, damn, obviously how sad even the pictures of Simone and things were, it's sad. I thought when I saw, after thinking that of seeing the picture of him, my second thought was, oh, yeah, no, this brother ain't recasting. That's not even on his mind. That's not even on his mind. And maybe he puts it to rest himself. What's maybe during the press stuff that he's doing, or I don't know if he's going to do press. Does he have press coming up soon for something? I don't know. I mean, he seems to get asked about for X-Files. Was he just currently doing? Is that
I
coming?
don't know
before
when
Black
it is,
Panther?
but I know it's next.
So if he's currently working on Black Panther, that's 2028, 26, 27. That's 2 years. It seems like every time he sits down to do any type of interview, he's getting asked by some type of audience member about something with Black Panther. Are you working on it? Or something about T'Challa? So maybe he puts it to rest himself, either during the X-Files when he starts working on that, if that's coming before Black Panther, or maybe during the time of the promotion for Black Panther. He puts it to rest himself and he says, no, like, we're not recasting. Maybe he says that and he just stops it all.
Published 2 hours ago, Coogler Sinners returns to IMAX in December, on December 12th. So that would be 2 weeks from right now, 3 weeks from right now. It's going to be in all of those IMAX 70mm theaters. So he'll probably do some media. So no, he'll be asked the Black Panther question.
Yep. I don't know if it'll be the one, I don't know. I just know that, yeah, man. Yeah.
Let's go. We got a super chat in the middle of that.
Last night took a L, but tonight I bounce back. Wake up every morning, by the night I count stacks.
Thank you for the super chat. I'm Two Fly Cam at work right now. He's listening to us at work. Language, everyone, language. But loves the stream. Will you both be on live streams like this regularly? Now, this man is demanding. Didn't he ask you on Sunday, hey, when are you guys gonna do a stream? And we're like, yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. And now he's over here saying, well, you're gonna both be doing live streams regularly? The answer to your question is that I just don't want to get into why I'm unavailable, but there's things taking my time. And I'm sure the same thing you could say is there's things that's taking your time that didn't exist a month ago or 2 months ago. So it's difficult for me.
Mine is just trying to move. My schedule is, I've said it many times, I live in the city, trying to get back to the suburbs, back home. And the commute here, it's killing me, literally. Yeah. Like the people that are around me, I hate being around me because it puts me in I wake up every day knowing, oh fuck, it's another day of I make 4 trips a day. So I like yesterday, we were supposed to stream yesterday. The reason we didn't, I didn't get back home till 3. And then by that time, I was like, it's not even worth it me sitting down because I have to go clean those buildings. So I have to go back. Let me just feed the dogs, let them out, make sure cats are good, get back on the highway, go back down here to Norman, clean these buildings, and I'm back home by 8:30 every night. That is my daily fucking routine. So I'm trying to get back to the suburbs, trying to get a new house.
How do you both feel about the Renner story, true or BS? What is the Renner story? Jeremy Renner? What did he do?
This is the one where he called ice on his.
Oh yes,
throne.
Chinese girl. That is it true or false? Is it true or false? I don't know. It's much like the Patrick Beverly thing. I don't know what's true and what's false because I wasn't there. But I can respect the person making the claim and not say you're lying. I can just say also that people have been known to lie on other people, so I'm not going to give you that you're telling the truth either. I don't know. If I'm Jeremy Renner, I don't say anything. I fight it out in court because fighting things in public opinion and all that stuff and giving other people things to talk about isn't what's right. The best thing to do is to take care of your legal matters. I guess I hope she's lying because I would hope that the incident never happened. But I don't know. Yeah, that's the best I can give you. I can tell you I think of Jeremy Renner not upstanding, not like I think of Chadwick Boseman. I could say that, but I don't know. I was not there, so that's what my thoughts are.
Yeah, I don't know. I really didn't look into it because I didn't know if it was real or not, or what. If he did, slimy individual. But I mean, I also don't know what. I don't pay attention to Renner. I don't know what his moral beliefs are. I don't know what his political views are. I don't know. I don't know what. I know he got ran over by that deal last year, and everybody was very concerned. Outside of him being Hawkeye, I don't even know what the fuck else Jeremy Renner plays in. Besides actually Mayor of Kingstown. I only know that because I used to watch John Campy and they used to talk about it. So yeah, I don't know.
Can I throw it on the chat? Do you guys think the story is true, or are you team Jeremy Renner? Is the story false? Just let us know in the chat, true or false, if you think the story against him is true.
Wasn't there another scandal before that was out there about him? What was that scandal?
Well, his wife and him were splitting up, so she was saying all this dirty laundry about him, drug use. The kids got their hands on it because all that powder was at the countertop, and it was like, not looking good.
He strikes me as a powder user. I bet you he does. So then, yes, that incline leads me to believe this story. Not because he's a powder user, but that has something to do with it. But because he's a rich white male, and that just is that's just the threat. Even on just random TikTok videos I saw the other day of somebody. There was this hairstylist. Don't know what she was. Don't know what she was. She had an accent, and she wouldn't let the customer leave. And a lot of the comments were "call ICE, call ICE, call ICE, call ICE." So that seems to be just the threat.
Yeah.
So yeah, I believe it.
Jay says that it's false, and Andre says that it's true. I lean towards false because saying true would mean pointing a finger, and I just don't want to do that. So we're even. We're all dead even here with everyone who participated in the question that I asked chat. Thank you guys. Thank you, Andre, and thank you, Jay. Moving forward to the stream, the last Marvel, oh my God, the biggest Marvel news of them all. Wonder Man's got a Jeremy Slatter acting coach park bench advertisement. Look at that. Look at that thing. Wonder Man. Yeah. You have any comments?
Nope. Don't give a
flying
god.
A good god. Okay. Good.
Yeah. About this one. At all.
I can say that I don't care too. I think I care less than you care.
Yeah, this is going to be a stinker.
Star Wars. Sean Levy on the Starfighter and his creative freedom. Kathleen Kennedy said, "I want you to do a Star Wars movie." And I said, "Well, what's it a prequel to? What's it a sequel to? Which one is it?" All right, brother. First problem is Kathleen Kennedy asking people, "Hey, can you do a Star Wars movie?" Isn't there like a slew of directors whose dream is to do Star Wars? Shouldn't she be like putting out a casting call, or like, "Hey, yo, give us your pitches, directors. We'll send this to all the agents in Hollywood. We'll get we'll read the top 10 directors, the outline and everything, and we'll go, we choose you. You've shown a passion." To go out and say to Sean Levy, "We want you, we select you." I think that's wrong. I think Lucasfilm is up top where they don't need that. So that's an identifiable problem to me. Do you agree with me? You think I'm wrong? You think there's different ways to make a cookie? I think that's wrong at this stage of Star Wars.
Well, at this stage of Star Wars, they've put themselves in such a hole that directors are turning them down. It's not so much that they're not. Directors are telling them no. Actors are even telling them no to be in their movies. They've tainted the name and IP so much. So I don't know.
Okay, sorry. Go
No, go ahead.
Then in a way you're with me. You're just saying like how embarrassing that this even is for the studio themselves to be seeking the talent. It should be that everyone wants to play on my team. Everyone wants to be on the Lakers, and the free agents talk to them at free agency when they can, because they legally can. They've been waiting all year at the end of the year to talk to the Lakers. You're supposed to be the Lakers. You're not supposed to be Toronto Raptors, who I don't know if anyone wants to, take a visa for every road game. Not a visa, a passport. Every road game. No one wants to live here. Like, we got problems. Some small town teams like Oklahoma City, you guys got problems trying to attract the stars. You have to do it through the draft. You got to do other way. You're supposed to be the Lakers, to put it in sports references, or Manchester United, to put it in football references.
Yeah. Yeah.
More. So he asks, what's it a prequel to? What's it a sequel to? Which one is it? The answer was, it's whatever you want it to be. You pick the writer. You pick the story. Just imbue it with the feeling that your movies have. Alarm, alarm, alarm. What do you mean by that? How do you mean I'm going to select you and you get to do whatever you want? That's how we got into this mess with Rian Johnson.
And it's probably going to be the mess of Starfighter too. I don't know really what, again, yeah. We'll see, man. We'll see. Star Wars is another one of those. The only thing, I think I've said this the last time, only thing I'm looking forward to right now that they've even got on their list is Maul, Shadow Lords.
It's just fucking crazy that you can say, nah, I'm going to choose the director. I know this director. Here, boom, director, we want you. Oh, why did you want me? Is it because, like, I'm good with kid stories? Is it because I'm good with water? Is it because I'm good with family? Why? Oh, no, just do whatever you want to do. We just wanted you. Just make it have your feeling, Sean. That's so not leadership that Kathleen Kennedy shows. The quotes continue. So that led to him suggesting, let's make an entirely original Star Wars movie. And he brought in Jonathan Troper to help write it. From there, Lucasfilm was the one pushing for it to be more and more standalone. There's no mandate or interference other than the constant encouragement, make this new. And that's the truth. Every time I've asked, should I use this character that was maybe in that movie? Every time it's, you know what? People have seen that. Do something new. I want to pause and time out everybody, because part of why we like Star Wars, these attached universes, is that, that character can reappear, or that planet that we used to be on, now we get to see what they're doing 5-10 years later. So not understanding the merits of having a franchise. The merits of it is that you get to revisit. And they're like, no, it's got to be entirely new. Keep it isolated. Don't do that. And that's stupid filmmaking. But since Acolyte, Yoda, things they did with my boy with the face with the head, who has like 10 wives, Kiadi Mundi. Since it's Lucasfilm under Kathleen Kennedy, I'm actually kind of happy for your stupidity. Yeah, isolated. It's got nothing to do with nobody. Different time period. Yeah. Therefore, it's all happening over here. I hope it stays in one planet too. And we just have one little movie that takes place here that doesn't affect the rest of the world. Thank you for your incompetence, Kathleen Kennedy. It's actually coming in clutch this time. If the movie sucks, and if the movie is good, then, shout out to this movie. Because I will try to give it a fair chance. Unlike Solo, unlike Rise of Skywalker, which was a sequel to other movies and ultimately a 9th film in the Skywalker saga, Starfighter is all new characters, except for Rey, is all new characters based on new ideas that Jonathan and I cooked up alone and together. It's in a time period that's never been in a Star Wars movie. It is not about legacy of characters, and wait, it's not about legacy characters, but are they in it? And while it does have, I hope, the sense of joy and adventure that New Hope introduced in 77, this is a new Star Wars adventure. He adds, so far I've had more freedom on this movie. It's equal to any other movie I've made, including the original movies like Free Guy and The Adam Project. It's still terrifying, let me make that clear. You still want to get it right. The appetite of the fan base and the expectations of the fan base are intense, and it's palpable. Listen, man, I'm rooting for him. He's capable. We can get a good movie out of this. Shoot. Until I know Rey is in it or not, or no Rey is not in it, that's all I'll give you.
We shall see. Going off of the rumors, she's in it. They're trying to get to her, and that just takes me out. But we'll see.
All that effort just to make the movie about Rey.
Just to make the movie about Rey.
Haven't given up on her. The last Star Wars news item is what was on the thumbnail. It's hard to say it's been anything but smooth sailing over since for Rian Johnson, who went on to helm the greatest episodes of TV history of Breaking Bad. Ozymandias, and the middle installment of Star Wars sequel trilogy, The Last Jedi, which divided fandom. We made that movie in this beautiful, fearless little bubble. And the reality is, once you dive in and start doing the creative work, there isn't a lot of room in your head for the notion of external pressure, Rian Johnson says. Yet, while Last Jedi made good money and satisfied Lucasfilm enough for them to offer Johnson the next movie, which he politely declined, here at least was his first sustained taste of backlash. You know, Rian Johnson tweeted on Blue Sky that he didn't politely decline the movie. Sorry, he did not politely decline it. He was never offered Star Wars Episode 9. So continuing, it says, some audience members rebelled against Jedi's moody take on Luke Skywalker and its meta sense of humor. Before I made the Star Wars movie, when I was very, very active on Twitter, if someone said anything mean about me, I felt like I had to fix that, Johnson says. Now, he engages far more selectively. Having grown up as a Star Wars fan, I think the love and the hate are two sides of the same coin, and it's all passion for what the thing is. That doesn't mean it's easy to deal with when it's coming at you in a personal way. I would like to pause this and just say, like, if you're going at Rian Johnson in a personal way, much as I hate the movie, I or Darius don't encourage personal shots at Rian Johnson. We just hate your movie.
Yeah, I only ever talk about him when I discuss how shit The Last Jedi is.
Yep. I was surprised he was part of American Fiction, which was a good movie, but he was like a producer on that. Let's keep reading this because the news item is somewhere in here. Johnson had signed on to mount a fresh Star Wars trilogy in 2017. And while that plan is effectively dead, he isn't saying goodbye yet. A part of my brain will always be in Star Wars, he says. It's so much a part of me and the way I think. Back then, what? What's wrong with that? It's part of him will always be Star Wars. Back then, Johnson wanted to move on to something new and came to be consumed by a world of his own creation. Knives Out. I think that's the rest. But this was the confirmation that he's not going to be doing any more Star Wars anymore. This is it. It is dead. It is not happening anymore. It's finito. No more Star Wars movies from Rian Johnson. We all knew it wasn't going to happen again. You ask Kathleen Kennedy at Star Wars Celebration, things are in different stages of development. So it might going to happen. Donald Glover, don't go anywhere, buddy. You and your brother.
Yeah.
So that video game, the Eclipse game, it's not over. So yes, she's done. He's done too. It's not happening. We all know it. Secret's out. Yay. You.
Good. I mean, even when this story came up the other day, I was like, what? Is this news? That Rian Johnson, like, I thought that was canceled, like, I don't know, years ago. I didn't even know this was still on the table as a talking point.
It's off the table. Now it's off the table from his side. And then she gets to say, oh, yeah, Rian just didn't want to do it. Did you hear that on the Hollywood Reporter? Well, we would have done it. That's what she'll say if she does an interview. She probably doesn't need to do an interview until Mandalorian Grogu. Even then, she'll just do softball interviews with, like, ABC. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't have to do a real interview. I agree.
Yeah, we'll see. Mandalorian Grogu too. There's just so many unexciting things coming from Lucasfilm. Then they just get caught cheating or taking a YouTuber's literal beat for beat, shot for shot, move for move.
Yes.
And putting that shit into Visions Volume 3 that shouldn't even existed.
Star Wars Visions used a fan-made fighting scene. And I thought, as a fan, if I made that fan-made movie and I saw it on Star Wars Visions, I would say, cool. But I guess the creator is actually mad. Like, yo, I need to be reimbursed. That's creative stealing. And I'm just different. I think, oh, cool. The company who I love is using my stuff. That's how I would think. I would take it that way. But no, how would you take it?
Pay
me? Cool. I'm gonna show my friends.
Pay me? The fuck? No, pay me. I'm still showing my friends, but pay me. Pay me. I want my money. Because like literally, they didn't even try to hide it. I guess maybe they thought, well, it's not like anyone's gonna watch Volume 3. No one watched Volume 1 or 2. So hey, let's. I'm not gonna say no one watched Volume 1. Volume 1 actually had attention. Volume 2 and 3, no.
Nobody did watch it because the day Star Wars Visions came out is not the same day that I heard about the scene being stolen. It took like a week or so, and then I finally saw that article. Oh my god, they stole from it, and it became a news story. So nobody was really watching for a week.
Yeah, they need to. I'd get my money from Lucasfilm,
and he can win that. Whoever that guy. No, can he win it? Because it's a fan movie, so we own it. You know.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And that fan scene was pretty cool.
So that would be the Star Wars news item. Don't have anything else. So I'll bid you guys adieu. Thanks for coming to an afternoon woke up. Next time we talk, we don't know. Well, we'll do a Pantheon. We know that. So we'll talk Pantheon. Thursday.
Yeah, Pantheon is on Thursday. We're trying to get it right. Trying to get it right to be back consistently. I view a house tomorrow, another one. See if this is one I want to go with. We'll see.
What are you looking for in the house? You want a swimming pool, tree house?
No.
Dog house?
This I know. So this house I'm looking at tomorrow. It's this landlord has been my landlord before. It's a good landlord. I like him.
Pause.
What?
Hey, that's a good landlord. I like him.
Nah, he's a good landlord. He takes care of his tenants. I like him.
Hey, yo, he takes care of his tenants?
No.
Okay.
No. So the house, but the only problem with a lot of his houses are some of the outdated things. And from what I could see from the window viewing that I did on the drive-by, the kitchen is not up to date. And I would assume that bathroom isn't either, but I couldn't see inside of it. And that for me is, you might say, oh, that's a nitpick. Oh, yeah, it is.
Nope. The bathroom, that's a pretty important place. Because if an accident happens, a mistake that you don't want it to happen there. Yep.
Yeah, like, well, I'm also just like more of the modern, like, I don't want to live in something where it looks like I'm waking up daily in the Brady Bunch house. Like, I don't, that's for me, I'm not looking for, especially when I'm paying, especially when rent is what it is currently. I'm not paying you all this money for rent and I'm waking up in the 50s. I'm waking up in the 70s. You better update this shit if you want that rent paid the what you want it to be. Because I'm not paying that. Not my house I'm in now. It's updated. It's just the location. If I could literally do that episode of SpongeBob, if I let's just push Bikini Bottom somewhere else. If I could just push this house to Norman, I'd be good. But I'm not paying you all this damn rent to be waking up in a flashback. That's no, not happening. So the first two houses I've looked at haven't been able to get them because Capone, being a pit, he's on the restricted pets list for some places. So there's that as well. But I'm about to start telling these people, yeah, I only have a lab, a pit mixed, because that's what T'Challa is. He's not full pit. But they're like, yeah, I got a pit mixed. I don't have a pit. Because Capone's not about to be the reason. It's taking me forever. And then also it's winter, it's the holidays. Norman is a college town. All these fucking college students are still here. They don't leave until May. So all these houses currently are taken. The good houses are currently taken. So yeah, there's a lot of factors. It's a lot of factors. I can tell you though, I'm done with this drive. I'm done doing this drive. So
the timing matters, like the time you leave. That's like the time you move into the new place. I never thought about that. Like different seasons are different
availability.
Availability.
Yep, different. Like the summer, I could wait 6 months. I could. Now, I know mentally I can't do that. I'm going to crash out soon. Mentally, I cannot do that. I'm not going to make it another 6 months when it's summer and then like all these houses are going to be available. Now, if I move to Norman now and in 6 months, I know I'm going to be upset because I'm like, oh, look at this good house. Or, oh, look at this. I could have had this house. Da, da, da. I could wait. It's not like I'm being pushed out of here. I'm not. I could wait. It's just I'm dreading even when we end this stream. I have to drive back to Norman to go clean these fucking buildings.
Yeah.
Then I got to drive back here. And it's just like, I can't. And it's, how
was the traffic yesterday when WWE was in town?
WWE was here?
Yeah, Raw. It was in the Chesapeake Arena. Yeah.
I had no fucking clue.
Are you kidding me?
Traffic was bullshit yesterday, but it's bullshit every day.
Oh, okay. No, but it was a big night. It was pretty good wrestling matches that we had. We had Rey Mysterio there. He had Carmelo Hayes versus Gunther happened, and Gunther beat Carmelo Hayes. Unfortunately, we were all rooting for Melo.
I wish it was that way over here, Stamina. The landlords here in Oklahoma, they don't give a fuck. That the thing is here's the thing. Houses on campus, it could be a shit shack. It doesn't matter. $3,000 a month. And the reason they do that is because they know that these college students will pay that per room. So it's like, but you got some real nice ones on campus too. 5,000, 6,000. I'm like, I'm telling you, sometimes I want to knock on some of these people's door and like, what do you do?
It's what your parents do.
Yeah. But some of the houses on campus though are not all students. Some of them are actual, like I've lived here. This is my house, blah, blah, blah. And then on top of that, living on campus has its perks. If I lived on campus, I do what they all do. I charge for parking too. That's any OU event they have, people are charging $25, $50, $35 to park on their yard or parking or their driveway or whatever. A lot of different things, but it has its perks of living on campus. But I'm not looking for a house on campus. I don't have to live on campus. I actually prefer not to live on campus. It's busy, annoying. Kids are annoying.
You talking about Dominic Mysterio? Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm liking it. Very supportive of him. He's a heel who gets booed. That's the point of wrestling. So yeah, Eddie's kid is a good character.
Look at Oklahoma City getting more and more and more and more and more. You know what? They're going to continue to get more because to shift it to the sports talk, as much as I hate to admit it, but again, I said it the last time, I give credit where it's due. But this time it's even different. I don't think people are realizing how different this is. If you're a sports fan, you really are paying attention. You know what's going on. The Thunder aren't just winning. They're not just winning. It's not like, the Thunder, they won another game. Oh, okay. No. Understand this. Shea is not playing fourth quarters. The MVP is not playing fourth quarters.
So they're rested.
They are beating the fuck out of teams so bad, they don't even need Shea. Sometimes he's coming out before the third quarter ends. Not only that, it's not like they're beating teams by 2 or 4.
Not 1, not 2.
They're beating teams by like 20, 30 points. And then on top of that, you look at the draft picks they've got the next 5 years, I believe.
From the Clippers?
I believe so.
Paul George, eh?
I doubt it.
Yeah, no. Paul George is who is the trade.
That trade. Yeah. So yeah, no, the Thunder are doing mad shit, and it's not crazy to say that they are going to repeat at all.
I think Toronto has something to say about that.
How many games has Toronto won? Yeah, I don't. I know people are saying, "Oh, it's still the regular season, it's still early in the season." I'm not even a Thunder fan. You talking to somebody who's a Warriors fan? We're getting our asses kicked, game in and game. And they're pissing me off. Like House of Highlights on Instagram will share like all these, like Steph, like doing all this shit. And I'm like, yeah, but the L was still taken. So no one gives a me personally, I don't care about your highlights when the L was taken. I used to tell my boys all the time, when they would come over to me, oh, coach, how many points did I have? No, let's talk about how many turnovers you had. How many missed rebounds did you have? How many times did you not get on the ground for the ball? Yeah. Let's talk about those stats. In an L, I'm not talking about those stats. I'm not talking about your good stats in an L. What? Stop highlighting the Warriors when they lose. They look like shit right now.
10-9, they're still a playoff team, but they got to do the playing game.
Yeah, but they look terrible, bro. They I would be afraid right now to go 7 games with OKC. I'd be afraid to go 7 games with anybody right now,
especially the Raptors.
Yeah, we look awful.
Toronto won 8 straight games in a row. They're in the East. Oh my God! Remember when the Pistons were not number 1, but now they are? Good for them.
The Pistons are the only, but the Pistons are even lost to them. The only person that has given the Thunder an L is the Blazers, and they waxed, and then the Thunder waxed the Blazers last night.
Blazers beat the Thunder, eh? That's interesting. Who do they have on their team right now? Lillard is injured.
He is.
I can click on this, see players. Which one of these? I got Drew Holiday too. None of these guys are names. Scoot Henderson, I guess.
Thunder had an off night.
Yeah, that explains this because I don't know. I don't watch enough basketball though, but these guys don't feel like they're names.
Yeah, no, the Thunder had an off night. If they keep playing the way that they're playing, and it's like they're, I know I always compare things like this, but it's like a AAU team, honestly. They look like one of those, for what it looks like, if you've ever been to an AAU tournament and you've ever seen a team that has absolutely zero business being there. And when I say not for bad, sometimes some teams are bad, like you have zero business being here at this good-ass tournament. But then there's other reasons where, like, you're too fucking good to be here. Yeah. Why are you here? That's what the Thunder look like right now to me. They look like one of these AAU teams that has no business being at this tournament. They're here because this is a practice weekend for us. We got a big tournament next weekend. That's what they look like. They're out here murking teams, bro, and it's wow.
Zion Williamson plays one game and rests the next with his. It's not his fault though. He says I can play if I want to play, but they won't let him.
What did you think of?
Wow, sports talk. The audience really leaves. Look how much people are watching now.
What did you think of Ja and Clay?
He probably said something about Meg Thee Stallion, and Clay is angry.
No, but Ja, no, the whole thing that happened. Okay, so Cooper Flag got a flagrant. He didn't get the flagrant. Somebody intentionally, I forget the dude's name. The taller dude plays for Memphis. Tried to pull Cooper's leg as Cooper was getting up. Ref saw it. Gets the call. Clay says something to the dude because Clay says this is not the first time he's seen dude try to play messy and dirty. Then, of course, Ja gets up and has something to say. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me that Ja had something to say because I used to tell my boys too, if one of your teammates, you stand for your teammates. That's just what it is. We're a family. You're out here for 48 minutes. You are a family. So during that time, you defend your fucking family. However, we're talking about Ja, who has been so distant from his family because he's not getting his way, who has been pouting like a little girl, like a little kid, not like a leader of a team, not like a franchise player, has been sitting at the end of the bench during huddles, who's been putting his hand up to the camera, not wanting to be filmed, who's been sitting pouting in the after games talking about, well, ask the coaches why I didn't play, ask the coaches, instead of taking fucking accountability. This is the same Ja who didn't take accountability when he was doing the fucking gun shit. So when he stood up and said what he said, that's an issue for me because anytime that it involves this fake hood persona you put on, now you want to jump up in your Nike Tech suit and go all at Clay.
Yeah, Demetrius has something to say to you, Clay.
That's when it bothers me, because it's like you couldn't stand up and go see what the team was huddled about at the timeout. You couldn't be seen on camera because you were too busy pouting. And you couldn't answer the reporters in the locker room because you were too busy pouting about what happened in the game and then not playing you in the enough minutes you felt you should have had. But you was all ready to throw hands on with your hood persona when Klay Thompson, who doesn't ever say shit, came over there to check your teammate who was being dirty. That's why I have a problem with Ja. Ja is no. I have a problem with Ja.
He's also 25, and you put a camera in front of his face, put millions of dollars, you put expectations, and you set him up, and you like. There's so much that he has to go through that I didn't go through. So I kind of.
True. That's true. You are 25, but at the same time, you are still in the limelight. You still have young athletes looking up to you. When Steph started chewing on his mouthpiece, these kids started chewing on their mouthpieces. When these NBA players started rolling up their shorts, these kids started rolling up their shorts. They're doing every single thing that these guys are doing. So when you are out here, 25 or not, acting the way that you're acting, you still got to remember, you've got guys looking at you. You may not have asked to be put in this position of leadership.
Yeah, he should know by now. Yeah, he had his first run in like 2 years ago was when the weapon stuff started. So I don't know. I'm not giving him that bail. Yeah, he knows better.
Yeah, and then like I said, with going at Clay, just
he went to a high school game and started a fight.
Yeah, he did do that.
Yeah, didn't he like shoot a BB gun at one of the kids in the neighborhood or something?
No, that wasn't him. I can't say that wasn't him. That was his friend or something. I don't even think they shot. I think it was like he hit him or something, hit the kid or something. But he was present.
He pointed a laser at somebody.
He might have done that one
at the mall. Now I'm just making things up. I'm sorry.
I don't know. He might have done some things. I don't know, but I know he's just Ja. I don't take Ja seriously. Your body language. And again, I know I just said that I say this all the time too. I used to tell my kids. I used to tell my boys, if I look on my bench and you are at the end of the bench, or you're slumped down, or your arms are crossed, or you're not interested in the game, or you're not cheering your players on, you will never step foot on my fucking court. You will not step foot, not on my team, because body language speaks. Yeah. It tells me way more than your mouth is going to tell me. And if you're disinterested when you're on the bench, why the fuck would I put you in the game? You can't cheer your teammates on the bench. You don't get to go in the game. So no, body language, and his body language, Ja's body language has been shit. And if I'm Memphis, I'm saying that's why I couldn't coach in the NBA. That's why I couldn't. Bye. Go play somewhere else. We will get another franchise player. You're not the only one that we're paying to play basketball. Goodbye. Go pout over there.
There's some science to that. The environment that's created is a winning environment, and somebody did a high five count. And the time he did it, there was only 4 teams left in the playoffs. And the 4 teams who had the most high fives were those 4 teams that were there. And I saw that data like 3 years ago, I think. And it's kind of believable. Like the more together a team is and congratulating they're all there for each other, the more success happens.
Man, yes. It's building morale. It's building that family atmosphere. That's why you look at, again, I'm not an OKC fan, but I'm just looking at them. You look at them during their post-game interviews, win or lose, they are they're kids. They're kids. They're 20, like Ja, they're 25, 20. But the difference is they're having fun with it. And it's like yeah, man, I don't know. They're young, they're kids, they get it. I don't know. So with him though, with Ja, he's got to figure his shit out, because it does matter. You're building that morale, you're building that team atmosphere, and that shit matters. It matters whenever you're trying to build a dynasty, to win championships. You can't have animosity. You can't have one kid at the end of the bench over here, because that does fuck up shit. I mean, it does. Like I had one of the post players I had. We had to end up kicking him off of the team. He only played with us for maybe half of that season. We ended up kicking him off the team. And the crazy thing was we had pursued him for a while to get him off the team he was on, to get him onto our team. Him and my point guard on the court, off the court, did not get along at all. You could hear them in the middle of the game arguing. You could hear them from the stands, from my point of view of it. Like if David drive, my point guard, if he would have drove in, dished the ball off, if he wouldn't have caught it, oh, it was World War III. And that it affected obviously other things. But also when you have a cancer, as like when me and Marcus had gotten to that debate about Draymond Green, I still say Draymond Green is a cancer. When you have cancers on your team, that also doesn't help. You got to get rid of cancers. You can't have somebody, again, that's not wanting to be involved in the team huddles when I don't get my way, or, oh, coach, you pulled me out. Why am I getting pulled out? Or any of that stuff. Like, nah, if you can't work within the system, because it is a system. This is not your show. I used to tell my kids, this is it's my show. But if you can't work within my system, if you can't work with being a part of the machine, then go play golf. Go play chess. Go play a sport that's a solo sport. But within a team sport, this is not about you. Not about you. And if you try to make it about you.
Bron said if you want to do solo, play golf or tennis. But it's a team game. He was telling all those kids that. I know where you got your material.
I actually did not get that from Bron. I as you know, I don't follow Bron, so I've never heard him say that.
You didn't see that on Undisputed? He didn't say that episode? No?
I really do not. I hate saying this because people always misjudge me when I say this. I don't like LeBron. I think he's corny. I respect him off the court. I respect him on the court, of course, but I respect him off the court too because he seems genuine. But I also think he's very corny, and I just don't like LeBron. Even in his starting five stuff, how he opened it with Beetlejuice, I don't like LeBron. So no, I didn't hear him say that. But yes, if he did say that, I agree. Yeah, go play a single sport. Basketball is not a
be a boxer
sport. Yeah, go be a boxer. Go do something where you can get all the glory that you're clearly looking for. But this is not that.
Okay.
This is not that. And somebody's got to be Scotty, you know. Everybody wants to be Mike. Somebody's got to be Scotty. Not everybody can be Mike. And one thing that one of the Thunder Blue players said recently, they interviewed him. They were like, what, you know, they were like, well, coming up and playing with the Thunder. He's like, you know, when we get the opportunity to go play with them, we understand our role. We know, he said, we know that none of us are going to be that guy. None of us in our careers are going to be that guy that gets all the shine and accolades. So but when we do have our time to shine, when we do have our time to get in there, we're going to make it count. He's going to go fucking far. Yeah. Because he's a role player. He knows his role. He's not coming in trying to shine. He knows, hey, bro, if I can get on the ground and get maybe about 6 rebounds that can contribute to 7 assists, I'm doing my job. Job. Like, yeah. And when you understand your role in sports, bro, you got it.
Yeah, in team sports, for sure.
Yeah, you've got it. You've made it. So, but everybody, they see LeBron, they see Steph, they see Kobe or sort of these others, and they're like, oh yeah, I want to be that. And there's nothing wrong with that, aspire, but at some point realize some birds are flightless.
So is LeBron James, year 23, is he now not that star? Is Luka the person that needs to get the ball and he needs to be rebounding for Luka?
No, I say LeBron. I mean, these are vets, these stars. LeBron is still LeBron. I'm not saying he's still out there doing stuff he was doing obviously at 30 or at 25 or whatever, but he's still LeBron. Now, if he's falling off as far as like he's not making as much, he's not doing as much, well, that's where you need to shift your position. You need to shift to where you are better fitted as your role on the team. So if the ball is better fitted in Luka's hands, put that motherfucker in Luka's hands. We're trying to win. We're not trying to win pretty contests.
Except at the Olympics, he was the MVP last year.
Hey, okay, like I said, if LeBron is doing LeBron shit, then keep it in his hands. But if your stats are falling off, if you're not making as many shots, if your feet are slower on defense, Hey, put that ball in Luka's hands. Get somebody out there that's not gonna have bricks on their feet.
We're not there yet. And he's not retiring this year. I think Chris Paul says I'm retiring this year,
Chris
but
Paul he's done.
Bron never did. He's done after like 60
after this
games.
season. Yeah, after this season, Chris Paul's done.
Yeah, that's good. Kind of. I was looking. I'm sorry to keep you guys right now, but I don't know. We're at the end of our stream. I was looking at all the oldest players, and everyone from the 04 draft is not playing anymore. It's just LeBron from the 03 draft. And Chris Paul's the only guy from the 05 draft. And the 06 draft had like Kyle Lowry, I think it was. Kyle Lowry and Mike Conley, I think they were the two guys. Yeah, it's looking slimmer and slimmer. But for some reason, the 03 draft has this one guy who's still there. And you got Durant and Jeff Green representing 07. It's kind of amazing to see the longevity of these guys.
And also sad, because I was looking at it the other day. They really are the guys that, Kobe was my Jordan that I grew up with. But then also growing up on, KD,
James Harden,
these guys, and now they're all like Steph is 37.
I thought DeMar DeRozan is the 16th oldest player in the NBA, and I'm like, him?
Wow.
No.
Yeah, it's sad that everybody's getting older, and this newer generation is coming in.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Blake Griffin is doing commentary for the NBA on NBC.
Yeah, Griffin's out. I know. I saw him here. They had a tournament. He's been coaching with coaching. My cousin coaches for Team Griffin, and or whatever the fuck they're called now. I don't think they're Team Griffin anymore. And Blake's been here, I guess, helping with stuff. So I was like, when I saw him, I was like, oh yeah, he's done. He's like here during season helping with practices. He's never done that. So I'm like, yeah, he's done. It's sad. A lot of them are just done. And
because there's guys who came in before them who are still active.
Yeah.
John Wall is done.
Yeah.
DeMarcus Cousins is done.
The Kings are trying to get rid of Westbrook at the moment and some others.
Oh,
I believe, if I read that correctly. So if nobody wanted to take Russ and the Kings took him, who the hell is going to take him? He might be done too.
If I'm Toronto, I'm taking Russell Westbrook.
Why?
He's talented. He has more to add. Just make him a bench player.
You know what my issue with Russ is also?
No.
His attitude. I have an issue with Russ's attitude as well. As if I'm speaking from if I'm coaching you, I don't want to coach you. And you get paid to play as well. That makes it even worse for me to coach you because at that point, I would never if I ever got the opportunity, they were like holding a pill, blue pill, red pill, college basketball, coach the rest of your life, NBA, blue pill, coach red pill, me all day. I want to coach guys that don't think that they already know it all. Not say that the college kids don't, because some of them do, but that don't think that they already know it all. People that can still be molded, people that aren't getting paid to play the game. It's different. And not that, obviously you could be a coach like Popovich and demand that respect from these grown ass men. You could, or you could be a coach like what's his name, that coach or the coach for Miami, Spoelstra, when him and LeBron's about to punch him in his shit. So you pick what you are and that type of NBA coach. But I would not. These guys are getting paid. Russ's attitude is shit. I personally, as even a fan, would not approach him in public. I wouldn't. He's one that I wouldn't be like, oh, let me go get his picture. He's an Anthony Mackie to me. No, I don't dislike him like I dislike Anthony Mackie, but he's an Anthony Mackie to me when it comes to his fans and in public.
His play style warrants, of course, that's how he is, because that's how he plays. I see that.
Yeah. He's just, constantly, I feel like just angry. I'm like, why?
Why? Because it got him this far. You know, it made him a self-made man. His family's fine for generations. All he's got to do is realize he's not the guy anymore, and he's had like the last 5 seasons. You know, Washington, Clippers, Lakers. Where am I forgetting? Denver. You know, like now he knows, and he'll be fine. Whatever team picks him up in the middle of the season, he'll be a more humbler guy, and he'll know not to say the wrong things because it'll be like his 6th go at it. 6 teams in 6 years. He'll be fine.
That's crazy. I really don't think he cares though. Russ just has that attitude where he's just like, I guess. But
who the hell is Tony JC's, and why Russell Westbrook before he starts writing comments? Have this guy read a comment before? Who is he?
I tell you all the time, sometimes people don't comment until we start talking about things that they are interested in. Maybe Tony's always watched and he's like, hey, this is my chance. Russ, that's my guy.
You grew up with him. I went to college, UCLA, same time. Okay, Tony, I see you. Well, thank you for coming. We're out. Thank you. Like, comment, and subscribe, you know. Chillmonger. I'll do a video if T'Challa gets recast. So
see, Tony said I've always watched. See, look at that. You never know who's watching. You never know who's watching.
Thank you for always watching, Tony. Xavier for always watching. Antoine, I know you always watch, and I know Inner Chakra always watches. But Tony, fine. People say things like that, bro. He's always watching. All right.
There are 26 people in here right now.
Tony, if you're always watching, tell us something that someone who always watches would know. Huh?
Tony, you don't have to participate in these trivial games if you don't want. Don't feel as if. No, I believe you, Tony.
When he said he doesn't like Anthony Mackie, did you know that? Did you watch? Huh?
I believe you, Tony.
Hey, Tony, who's Kevin Davis? You always watch. Who's Kevin Davis?
I believe you, Tony. Don't even reply, Tony. Don't dignify it with a reply.
Putting Tony through the ringer.
No. Tony's on the other end. He said nobody likes Anthony.
Tell Chill to eat a biscuit. Nobody likes Anthony. If you always watch, you know Chill is petty like this. Leave him be. Hee. I try to watch if I'm not at work. Thank you for everyone who watches even when you're at work. Like I'm 2FlyCam. Who the hell is Tony? Is the funniest thing I've heard all day. All right, Lawrence. We're out. Thank you for coming. Tony's not responding. He's listening to you. He's not going to dignify.
Good, Tony. Good. Just continue to be that viewer, Tony.
Thank you to the viewers we know. Thank you. I'm
Hey, ask Michael Nemo, Tony. He used to be a viewer.
Well, who's that guy that was talking? Edgar, when you were talking about the toys, and he just popped in. He's like, "Yeah, that's called a hot toy."
Yeah. Edgar. Michael Nemo could still be a watcher. We don't know. Yeah,
but Michael Nemo commented a lot. Like I know who that is.
Till you cheesed him off.
About Michael Nemo,
Nemo effect.
Did I name call anybody? Did I?
No.
Did I down anyone? No.
You just
I just strongly about Nelson Mandela and want to honor him by respecting him. That's all. Pantheon Thursday night. Yes, Wolverine. We'll see you then. Hey, go watch Back of the Bus. That clip that we just shared for like 1 minute, it's from a longer video. So go support Marcus and Josh and give them viewership because they're worth it. That's your homework. Go on YouTube, open new tab, Back of the Bus. And we're out. Bye.
Thank you for being a friend.
Oh, yeah.
Travel down the road and back again.
Hey, so we started from the bottom, now we're here, girl.
It's true.
Oh, yeah.
Pal and a confidant.
This is my part right here. Ooh, if I did
Everyone knew.
the biggest gift, the biggest. Thank you for being my friend. Oh, yeah.
Hallelujah.